So, you're going to be rolling 3d6 down the line, only taking the highest two numbers, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Dropping the
We're
lowest.
gonna be dropping the lowest, yeah.
In roll 20, that's so to do that, you can do /r space 3d6, and you just do that, and then just manually grab the two. Or if you want to be fancy, you can write 3d6 kh2, and that will keep the highest two. Or dl1 for dropping the lowest.
No, I didn't do it.
There's no
Oh,
space.
we gotta put it together. Oh, dang it.
Yeah, it's okay.
I know nothing. There we go. Perfect.
All right, so a 10 and a 9.
Cool. And so these are just gonna be our character sheets on here. So
Yeah, we're just gonna play the character sheets directly right here on the board because of the way the inventory system works and stuff. And
that makes sense to me.
and I'll just duplicate the different item things as we need them, and we'll just fill up our inventory that way, as well as the conditions and stuff.
10.
Yeah.
This is so difficult. 1 second.
Yep.
Yep. That's okay. I'm gonna be an expert at this by the end of it. I'm gonna be. I did this to myself, and I'm fully aware of that.
If you don't want to type out the roll again, if you just hit the up arrow on your keyboard, it'll generate it in the chat. You can just hit enter.
And also, there's underneath the layers, like on the left hand side of roll 20. You can actually just use the paintbrush. I'll just use the paint. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the trick.
I gave up early.
Yeah. Don't worry about the font stuff. Just that's what I recommend.
Oh, I got another 9. Okay. Ooh.
And then you can also, once you're done rolling, I believe you can swap two.
Let me see what Leo, what did you get?
Let's find out. 11.
Yeah. Oh man.
9. Wow.
Well, God. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Is this a master? Yeah. Is this a master apprentice situation? Is that what's going on?
I'll accept that. I'll accept my role. I mean, that's totally cool. If you want, I mean, your stats are already laid out. You'd be a really good melee fighter.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And you said it like a master or apprentice thing, but it's like, I don't know which would be which, because a master can always be surpassed by a student. So.
That's true. That's true.
I'll use my one switch for coordination and senses. You get one. You can swap any two values. So
that tracks.
I'm fine. I'll keep it as is.
Cool. Your resolve in this game is like your hit points, but like Electric Bastion Land, it's more like hit protection, where you will. It represents the amount of luck and freedom that you have before you actually kind of get hit. So it sort of represents that combination of skill, stamina, before you actually get bloodied and injured and taken down. So it refreshes faster than, say, D&D's hit points, but also, it can also get exhausted pretty quick. And this is just going to be a D6 roll.
Yes. Okay. Let's do this. Come on. All right. I got 5. I'm pretty happy.
Okay. Following that, you're going to roll your starting crowns, and the matrix of your resolve to crowns determines your background and some of the items that you begin with.
So what am I?
Sure, this is going. So
I am a carpenter, or at least I was before I took on adventuring.
Yeah.
Cool. I was like a carpenter's apprentice. That's cool.
With a crowbar and hammer and nails. I'll get your sheet with the crowbar and hammer and nails ready to go.
Oh, thank you.
D6 for background, is it?
Yes.
1.
You are a courier. So you're like someone, or a courtier rather.
Oh, I thought you said courier at first.
Yeah. I apologize. Courtier. So you're like someone who hangs out in the noble courts. Just kind of vibes. You're like a lesser noble. I like the crossbow. Not the crossbow, the crowbar.
Thank you.
It's very like, I looked at it and I was like, I know what that is.
It's a weird metal snake.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. There's my art skills.
That's
all
good.
Right. Leo, you got a combination of 2 and 1, which is good. While it does seem bad, like to have low things at the start, it tends to balance itself out again by having the better backgrounds being skewed towards having lower numbers.
It's fine by me. I mean, as we know,
noble clothes.
If you start off with bad stuff, only place you can go is up, right?
Yeah. The noble clothes are good because the way that nobles work, if you're talking to anyone that's way richer than you, then they just like immediately have a reason to not like you. So it's like more difficult to get them to do what you want. Versus if you're wearing noble clothes, you can like fool them and they're like, oh, okay, you seem like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can trust you. So if we ever run into anybody like that, you'll be very helpful.
So you start with noble clothes as a courtier and 30 extra crowns, which would be helpful if you need to hire people. Some fun lore stuff. We get to roll what sign you're born under.
Oh, I saw that.
So that's going to be a 2d6 roll. And then you're, yeah.
I am the sign of the swine. I am humble.
3-1. Sign of the coronation. You are noble. Okay.
I sense a theme from this.
Yeah. What are the odds? All right,
so
let's see what are my physical details. I got 36 and 63. So, okay. I have a sneering grin and a lisp. Okay. I can re-roll that if need be.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
You don't have to role play it. Like,
that's true.
2 and 5.
Shaved head. Okay.
That is the style of the time.
And tired eyes.
Also the style of the time.
So I'm a humble carpenter's apprentice with a sneering grin.
Yeah.
Seems good to me.
Okay. So I think the way I want to do this is that I think you all are going. I think we're gonna go more with the Fafard Grey Mouser thing, where you two through I think independent ways beforehand have wound up serving the same patron. The patron being somebody in the noble courts. So like a courtier would kind of make sense here, where like you would meet them and they're sort of like and I'm thinking of them of these patrons again from like Dungeon Crawl Classics or like, you know, your Liber style, Neglubiates of the Seven Eyes, like weird wizard people who are off, running the factions and doing like the big things while you all are doing the small little quests for these people, right? Would someone here like to roll? I'm gonna nominate you, Leo. Can you just roll another born under the sign? And let's get an idea of who this patron is.
That's 2d6, right?
Yeah, a d66 or 2d6. I don't know what the proper nomenclature is for the 1 and 2. A champion, a reveler. Okay, so this is like a walking hero of, I guess it is of like adventurers and good luck and good fortune. It's somebody who is, let's say, actually, Reese, how about you roll 2d6? And this would basically be like a reaction roll to see how they're responding in court and seeing why is this like to propel them because people don't like them? Or is this like, or are you guys on the outside or what? A 9. That's pretty good. They don't sound like hostile or anything like that. I think it's friendly. Yeah, so I think what's going to happen then is, yeah.
Ooh, really quickly, should we get our weapons and torches and whatnot?
Yeah, I'm just immediately dwelling on the reason for the adventure rather than filling out the rest of the character. But yeah, no, we should probably let's pin in the who is our patron and actually finish the character creation. My bad.
I'm excited though because this guy sounds like a G.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Essentially, we're the Star Trek Below Decks characters, whilst the like major franchise characters are making all the big decisions.
Yeah.
All right, so let's finish the starting item stuff, which I think we started. You have to add torches, rations, bedroll, and fire starter. Well, that's already on the supply part of the character sheet.
Yes, I need to change that.
Yeah, you get a weapon.
Notes.
You can get a weapon of your choice, or you can and if it's ranged, you obviously get like the arrows with it as well, or you can grab a shield. Weapons in this game, they're all kind of categorized the same, where they either like simple weapons or like D6. Like your standard weapon is like a D10, and then like you can have like a pole arm and stuff like that. Similar, fictional stuff. I think that gave a list of inventory stuff somewhere in the handouts, maybe. But again, it's might be the older one. But I think it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Lights do D6, heavy weapons do D10, pole arms do D10. I assume slings and bows do D6 and crossbow does D10. Offhand,
bow is D8 and crossbow is D8.
Got it. They're D8s.
So we get to choose what kind of weapon we have, right?
Yeah, so you can either choose. Neither of us started with a weapon, so we're probably just going to go with the weapon option instead of getting like a shield. But yeah, you can either get a melee weapon, because that would be kind of useless, right? Like just.
Mm-hmm.
So we can either get any weapon of our choice, and if it's a ranged weapon, you get ammo. I'm probably going to go with oh man. I think, how much does a dagger cost? Let me check. Just like a light weapon, $10.
10C.
Dang, I don't have enough to buy a dagger. Okay.
Do you want me to buy you a dagger?
You start with this. Does that mean you have to buy it?
Well, no, I was gonna get a bow or a crossbow rather.
Oh, and then see, and buy it. Yeah.
Seeing if I could buy a dagger as well. Okay. Oh. I could get a dagger and then I'll get a sling.
If you want to get a bow, I will buy you a dagger.
Okay. That sounds good to me. I mean, we're bros, right?
I mean, yeah. I need you to have my back as well. So.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll take a bow as my my weapon, and then a quiver for the arrows, obviously. And are you willing to buy me that sweet dagger?
Sure. Does, however, leave me with 20 crowns to spend on my weapon.
You also had your starting crowns, so you started with, I think, 4 crowns, right? Or one
so I think it was 1 crown and 2 resolve.
Yeah. So you
that's right.
Not great.
Yeah, not. I was like, oh, maybe.
So 21 crowns.
Yeah, my mistake. Never mind.
No, that's fine though. I will go with. I'll take like a light sword. I'll take like a short sword, and that way we have a few crowns left over if we need it for other stuff.
Sounds good. Cool. There we go. Then we have the torches would be a separate item. Matches are separate from torches. That's why I need to change this. Matches are for lighting things. Torches are for being lit.
So you don't start with torches anymore, or you do?
You do start with torches, but you don't get the rations and bedrolls everybody has.
Got it. Okay.
Dang, I caught all these inconsistencies, and now I'm looking. This is why we're doing this.
I can do you one better than that dagger drawing. I can give you a little box that you can draw on it. There you go. There's that box. Let me give you all. I'll make a little torch box and duplicate it for both of y'all.
Yeah, I'll put the dagger in my pocket for now. Or should I? Oh, that's a tough question. And then I think the crossbow it's a 2-handed, so it's a 2-size box. Okay.
All right.
Do a little dagger.
Then the crossbow and stuff will be going in whose inventory?
The crossbow, and I guess I'll have a quiver with it, would be in my hands.
Sorry, how many torches do we start with?
Just one, but you have 3 uses.
Yeah.
On it, so it's the equivalent of 3 torches.
Right.
Yeah, and torches last about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Eric, could you copy that sweet torch drawing over onto my character sheet?
With pleasure. There you go.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, and draw the crossbow. Look at this.
There we go. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
First try. I'll put another line there because that just makes it look better, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. Crossbow. And then I need the quiver. And I'm all done.
Awesome. Also, I saved the notes about your description of the game, and I thought it was really good, and I wanted to share it and read it real quick.
Sure, go ahead.
So Crowns is a tabletop role-playing game for 2 to 10 players. It is built to fulfill the fantasy of a dark age where magic is real, monsters prowl the wilderness, and combat is deadly. Sometimes the best plan is one where the dice aren't touched. So keep that in mind. Keep your wits about you. Stay frosty.
Yes. Yeah. Can you move that torch item into my worn items section?
Sure. Just grab the dagger on accident.
I put the dagger over there, and I was like, realistically, like I'm probably gonna need my ammo, my crossbow, and my torch on me more than I'm gonna need the dagger. Like I can pull the dagger out of my backpack.
I need to give you a quiver.
Oh, thank you. I can draw it.
Awesome.
I think if I draw it, it lets me move it around.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the way here.
Yeah. The secret tech is right-clicking the drawing and the box and then grouping them together so they move as one when you do it.
All right, you're right. That's next gen tactics. Let me get on that.
I think as the GM, I think I get to do it, but that's fine.
I apologize then.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh man, I feel super equipped to go into a dungeon. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I am ready to rumble. I got a crowbar, I got hammer and nails, I got dagger, I got crossbow.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
It did work out pretty well. We prefer equipment on your half and for me bringing in crowns.
Yeah, I feel good. What do you got? You got a?
I just have a short sword and my fancy clothes.
Okay.
Unless there's anything you think we need, I have 11 crowns left if we really need something.
I like the idea. I think maybe if you want to go look and see if well, first I think we should talk to our patron and see if there's anything like what kind of quest we're going on. But if
good idea, yeah.
If you're looking at anything, if you go to the general item section and the price per gear,
yeah,
there might be. I think there's like you can't afford rope, but you could afford a whistle.
Yeah, if it didn't change from the old the 1.3 version, I already added it as a handout in the sheet in Roll20 for reference, for fast reference. But it's also the first page of the rules, which is also great for fast reference.
Yeah, and the actual printed version, it's going to be on the inside front cover.
Very smart.
I can afford 2 tubs of lard.
2. That's all the lard we'll ever need. What else we got? We got chalk. Chalk might actually be kind of useful. I don't know what kind of dungeon we're going into, but chalk's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it really does come down to what kind of dungeon we're going into.
That's true. Yeah.
Probably less helpful if it's wet. So
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I need 2 things. Can one of you, Leo? I'm gonna say Leo. Can you roll another do D100 for me?
2 D100. That's
no, just 1 D100, and then Reese, can I get a D6 from you?
Sure.
And survey says that's a 72.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Reese, you got a 3, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So the patron's name is Loretta Peridot, which is perfect.
That's cool.
Okay. So, Lady Peridot. It's Peridot, right? Peridot? Is it Peridot? The gem?
I think it's a peridot.
Peridot. Well, excuse my mispronunciation.
I don't know, dude. I haven't messed with it.
It sounds more fancy if you say Peridot, so I'm gonna say that. All right. I think we're gonna probably start. Well, we guys have to have names. You all need names.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Totally
Yeah.
forgot my name. Oh, and I should probably write in up at the top is where you can write in like all your like what was my birth sign. So
Yeah.
I'm a swine. I'm a classic swiney. Where are my swinies at? My background. Carp. I used to be a carp before I became a man. And the details. A sneer. Oh, it's not good for a humble man to sneer.
Yeah.
Misspelled that.
I think my name shall be. I'm gonna roll on the random name table. I think. Let me do.
Smart.
I'm going to be. That's going to be the top half. Why did I do that? Why did I roll the d6? I had an idea of a reason.
I mean, I rolled for the last name off the treasure table for gems. So like maybe you had something.
I was doing this big brain maneuver where I was like, I'll divide it by 2 and then I will count down on this 50 name table because and then I rolled like a super high number. Okay, I guess I could count up 1, 2, 3. All right, my name is Tovar. Oh, I knew a guy named Tovar. He was great. I'm pretty happy about this.
I can't remember my birth sign.
You were the coronation.
So like a giant crown.
Yeah, you were like a crown being awarded atop someone's head.
I think I already have a backstory.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. I think we're ready to begin.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Awesome. We start with the sounds of heavy rain coming down over one of those classic, in my head, like a Warhammer, like small town, you know, very, very much like that kind of cramped, crooked building structures, with a big old, in the Warhammer font, it says Rothescott as the name of the town. And we just hear like the thumping of the rain as we see a panning over like old Rothescott. There's like the castle in the distance. And it goes over to sort of like one of the second stories or whatever of this tavern that we don't see the name of. We see you two sharing a room, wine bottles everywhere, with some other random people. It's like a common room where you guys were sleeping. When you hear the door like bust down, and it is your patron. All right, wake up, you two! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
I'm gonna hit him with one of these. I'm gonna say, as I sit up. I'm totally like, I'm not a big drinker, but I am a big sleeper.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, hello.
Right. No sin in being hangover. There's a sin of not doing your work. Come on, up, up, up. I know we had the festival last night, but now's the time for getting jobs done. This is why I pay you two the big bucks. And she's like, up, up, up. Like, she's going to, like, physically, like, lift you guys out of bed if you're not already, like, fully up. You know what I mean? And she,
I
like...
didn't realize we were getting paid big bucks.
Yeah, I grab hold of Tova, like
exposure. And she's like, if you're lucky. like it starts walking further back of the chance of exposure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, chance of exposure, not even chance of money.
Well, this is how you get paid.
Exposure, yeah.
But
one day we'll get even better jobs. That's the idea,
yeah.
right? This is an investment.
Yeah. Oh. You guys weren't the only ones having a large ruckus last night. Pennick and the rest of the emissaries from Elms Row we're throwing out a couple names that I need you to check into a big old book. And that book is not where they normally are. Ooh, alcoholic drink. Thank you. Sorry, that's not. Actually, that's diegetic. That happens. So the waitress hands her an alcoholic margarita while talking to you.
Awesome.
I need you all to go to Tannock. Now, before you say you don't know where it is, I'll give you a map. And she's like pulls out a little scroll case. There's a book there held by an old sorcerer. I need you to look into a name.
Okay. That seems simple enough. Yeah. What could go wrong?
Samskred. Remember it.
Samskred. Okay.
Now, you're going to find out an ochre tome. Ochre tome, scorpion on the front of it. Okay? Can't miss it. Ochre tome, scorpion on the front. All you have to do is say the name, Sanskrit, and open the book. And then just come back and tell me what you see. Okay? Simple, right?
Ochre tome, scorpion, Sanskrit.
You look at the map, and this map is just like way too advanced. I don't think, can either of you read?
I'm a carpenter, but he's a fancy man.
Yeah, I'm a coach. Yeah, I probably know some basics at least.
Yeah. This is written in like the elder tongue, and it's like a really old map, and you're like, where are you know what I mean? Like the names are all not what people call things here. You're like, I think that's the old obelisk, like on the path to Elms Row, or you know what I mean? You're like, this is a map of the land, but this is a really, really old map of the land. Right.
Nothing's to scale either. Like the distances don't make sense.
Oh yeah, this is some map quest shit. This is right. This is
it's in like Landry and Miles, which is like literally just like my forearm.
Yeah.
Like it's the length of someone's forearm. You're like, whose forearm? Has he got a long forearm? What's the
So also, it doesn't help that you're hungover looking at this, as your eyes are kind of crossing over the words, and you're just like, "What is this?" Now, there you go, up to it. I provisioned you, pointing to your provisions. Or at least I got them ready for you. Look, time is of the essence. You're going to meet someone named Marta.
Marta.
She runs the order of that place. Tannock. She'll help you find and she wants you to recite the book that she just said. The
ogre tome, scorpion on the front. They say the name Samskred. He's
perfect.
I don't want to ask questions.
Perfect.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. She's like, that's all you need. All right, good to go.
That's a thing that happens when you can't read. You just got to
remember everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just making sure.
Yeah, that's why they hired me.
Yeah. All right. So I think this is going to be like, at first blush, you looking over this map and trying to determine what kind of problems you're going to encounter on the way here. Okay? Mm-hmm. So actually, I think we're going to go to the first roll here. Would you mind giving me I think it would be kind of just a senses roll.
Okay, so what does that mean for me with a 9? What would I be rolling?
You're rolling a d20 and trying to roll under a 9.
Okay, that's simple enough.
No, because you can't read.
Fair.
And you get a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, this will be fine.
Just looking at the map, can I hazard a guess how far away this place might be?
This is yeah, so it's you have to go up to based on where this is, it's off a lake. Which you don't really like to go to that lake, and it's got some kind of like Welsh name, like Dithin weathered with way too many consonants.
Just clear your throat. That'll be the name.
Right. Apologies to my Welsh viewers. But yeah, so it's like on the old lake, right? Is like what people call it but obviously on this map it has its proper name. And supposedly across this lake there's an island on this lake, and it's like Graveland or whatever that you don't really go to. But that's where you're supposed to be heading out here, and it's about a week's journey.
I don't suppose our patron is providing us with mounts.
Wait, where are we going?
Look,
Just, like,
I think
looking at-
I think we're going here, and I point like at the map and like trace where I think we're going. I think we're here.
Yeah.
And then I just like gesture to the lake, like near here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So is this somewhere I would have been already? Leo, you think?
It's probably like at the. I think we might have done it, but I think it's like very unusual to go that far because it's like a week's journey away for us.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
We'll
I'm
be
gonna
fine.
start,
We.
like,
It's just an errand. She's asking us to go there and get a name. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna start like tightening the straps on my backpack more because I'm like, oh gosh, this is not gonna be a small job.
We'll be fine. You just remember what we're after, and I'll get us there.
I can only remember for like 3 days max. That's as I'll say it a lot on the road there.
Okay.
I'll just repeat it out loud for like a couple hours ad nauseum.
Yeah. Right. So you guys are going to be journeying. The first sort of like waypoint of the journey is that obelisk where it's kind of like in the middle of, I guess it's kind of like a fork in the road kind of situation, and that's just sort of like the standard kind of milestone here. I think you're not. I'm not going to need you to like to deduct food or rations and stuff, but I am going to give you, like getting to the adventure here. I think I'm going to need to do like I like to start a day out from the place. Okay. I want to know like the sense of like how worn you are from the journey through the rain here. So I think I'm going to ask you all to make some like a vitality test, right? And this sort of just is the montage of those first couple of days on the journey. If it's a fail, then I'm going to ask you to start knocking down some rations. If it's passed, then you kind of weather it, or like you're exhausted or something like that, But like, that's kind of where my head's at.
Makes sense to me.
Nope.
Yeah, no, this has been awful.
Yeah. So then tell me, so the journey so far has been rough and awful. The weather has not been appreciating to you. You guys are on foot. It would have been really nice to have a horse. But you're trudging through the mud. It is mid-fall, so you've already passed. Most of the farmers have already like chopped down the barley because barley comes in early spring or early summer. So you're kind of just passing these dead fields, and it's just bleak as you're heading over to as you get to this milestone. How'd you all like try to weather and keep your spirits up? Were you eating more food? Or kind of what was going on, and this will probably explain the consequence.
I'm sure there was a lot of conflict because I just kept repeating, like trying to keep it memorized.
It's probably fine at first, but later on when we're getting more wet and miserable.
Yeah, and that could be the montage of like me just saying like ogre tone, scorpion on the front, and then it's just like us in different awful situations.
The Krusty Krab
like,
pizza,
exactly.
Yeah, all right.
Like we're like going through mud, and then it's raining, and then we're like sleeping, and he's like, "Dude,
yeah,
come on."
All right, then
I don't want to forget.
I think the answer would be both of you take the exhausted condition.
Okay.
Now, so you guys are exhausted as you approach perhaps the closest inn that's this is like the last vestige of civilization before the day's journey past the lake and all that kind of stuff. So it's not really like any town you're going to hit by here. Is this somewhere you're gonna stop and like look for a meal, or are you going to try to press onward for your patron? What kind of people are you?
I think, considering how miserable just the start of our journey has been, I'd be willing to spend like essentially what is my fast dwindling store of money to just get a roof over our head for the night. Maybe something hot. Doesn't have to be good. Just something that warms us.
Yeah. If you can afford it.
I was just looking it up there.
I got like $4 on me. 4 schmackaroonies, if you will.
I can get us an in room for the night.
No, I can get. I'll. I don't need to. I can stay in a bunkhouse if need be.
No, there's no bunkhouse. It's the
Oh.
inn. Like that's you know what I mean. There's nothing. It's just a
Dang.
waste. It's a way station, right?
Question for you, Eric.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can convince
just
it to be
like-
the stables, maybe. But you have to persuade them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you probably have to do
No.
work to clean them
We're
out.
not staying in the stables.
Yeah.
My clothes are already ruined. I'm not adding dung and straw to them. But my question for you, Eric, is that 5 crowns each?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
could we get a room to?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, and that's
I'll throw it.
that is a room to share. The inn 5 crowns is the common room.
Oh, okay.
You know, like there's no this inn doesn't have a it's too poor to have a private room. It's everyone sleeps in the same room, like the one you were in. This is just how it's done.
Yeah. Well, at least we get our meals and we get our supplies
Yeah.
refilled. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'll be down to 1 crown, but I think it's worth it just for a decent night.
I'll throw in 3 crowns for that, man. I'm not just gonna. You don't got to pay for me all the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll pay the other 7. It'd be.
Yeah, the tone of this tavern or an inn that you're going to is dour. It is you're not the only ones here by a long shot. A lot of the farmers are obviously spending like their time here now that they don't have to work. But everyone here has very much like cold, pale kind of expressions to them, like something's wrong, right? And they're all kind of like doing that close whisper murmuring, passing the rumors around the warm hearth of the place. As you two, city folk or town folk come in, and like they stop for a second, and then they look at you, and then proceed to go back to their murmurings.
Oh, so like this is a slaughtered lamb from American Werewolf.
Yeah, it's something's sad is clearly going on. You know.
Ah, the classic murmurings of the poor. I know this murmur well.
I was about to say, if you want to try and find out what's going on, I can get us like the room and stuff because I don't think they'll want to talk to me, considering I'd look very different.
I mean, you could always just take off your noble clothes. I'm sure they'll be like, one of us. No.
Maybe.
Yeah, right in front of them. You're just like, I didn't. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I think that would make total sense. I don't understand. And no, that makes sense.
Right.
I think you'll need to give the exhausted condition to us because we can't, I can only move the 1.
Oh yeah. Advance. No, I just haven't given you a duplicate. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for just keep me on the ball for that. So I just assume I'm going to copy and paste all these things for duplicates and stuff as we go.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Yeah, we were exhausted. Okay. Yeah, I'll start digging around. Not particularly charismatic, which would be my willpower, but mostly I think it's role-playing ability, but I don't know. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna get a drink at the bar. And I'll probably ask the bartender about what's up. Not just gonna sit down at a random table. I don't think that would go well.
Oh, she says, same shit, different year. Being kind of clammy.
Yeah. Isn't it always the same shit? And then I spit into my beer.
Yeah. Oh, and that's like a working class kind of thing that you would...
Yeah, well, I don't want to spit on the table. That's
really
rude. Yeah, she cleans this place, so I'll spit. But of course,
I'll give yourself a +2 to as to a willpower of how generous she's feeling.
Okay.
This isn't like an absolute failure, but even if you fail, but it's gonna be.
Should I make the roll?
Sympathetic. Yes, please.
Okay. No.
So you're at a 9.
No. I'm not particularly charismatic, but I will say hopefully trying to get it across. I'll be like, same shit, different place. What's your shit here? And then I guess that doesn't go well.
Nobles not listening to the plight. Us folk.
Never do spit in my own beer again. This time it's I've drank some of it now, so it's like I'm frothy. You know, it's getting gross.
Used to be twice as busy. She says used to be twice as busy, but anyways, your crowns are good here.
True enough.
You want a bath? She like, you know, this like orderly lady gets ready to bring out like a sponge and stuff.
Just right now?
No, it's like it's part.
Just right
it's
here.
Part. No, it's part of the bill. So like, if you kind of want a sponge, like if you want to do it yourself.
I mean,
yeah.
I would. That's really. I mean, I'm not.
I mean, she points to outside, and like you want to take the sponge and bucket outside, and like in the rain.
Yeah.
You know, it's like. Where else are you going to do it? You know what I mean? There's no private room in this place. There's an outhouse, and you know what I mean. There's like this is just a very bare bones place.
That's outrageous. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, yeah. I'll look at myself. I guess I'm pretty filthy. I haven't sponged myself down in a week, huh?
Yeah. Well, you're actually just kind of smell damp because you've been basically getting rained on the whole time.
If I'm just damp, that's what it is. Like being damp. I mean, I'll look at it and be like, honestly. I think I'd like the opposite right now. I'd like somewhere dry that I can dry all my gear out on because it's all like, I don't want mold to develop. You know how mold is.
Yeah.
Mildew. Smells green.
Hey, wait. And so then that's when she goes, now your friend only paid for one.
We share everything.
Yeah, and the bill as well? That'll be 5 crown.
I have 4 crown. And I can spit more into the spear to give it back.
No. Now, Casimir ostensibly paid for this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you trust Casimir to have paid? And do you think she's trying to scam you? Or
how long have I known you, Casimir?
I mean, I think we've been together a little while, and it's probably like normal for me to basically foot the bill wherever we go or have to pay for something. So, yeah, I'd imagine I would have paid.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'll say I do think he paid you the full bill. Although if I don't think that this is I don't think he's the kind of man who wouldn't pay his bill. Although I can call him down here right now and we can get it all worked out.
Are you calling old wig and liar? And she raises the voice to the rest of the bar.
I ain't calling you a truther. All I say is you would be calling me a liar. So are you calling me a liar? I'm not calling you a liar. Now at this point I'm standing up and I'm got all my adventuring gear on. Yeah,
do another willpower test for me here.
Oh man,
this is like she's really just trying to get more money out of you, but like the way you're doing it, and give yourself a +2 to the roll.
I'll accept it. Oh my gosh!
No, yeah, still one off.
It's still one off. No, I'm not doing good.
No,
I'm not intimidating. I'm very humble, Eric. Yeah. I'm not built for this. I'm trying. Like this is
your choices. Yeah, your choices are hand over the rest of your crowns, or take your chances with the rest of the bar, who are going to defend old wig. Casimir, you see the rest of the bar and look at your friend. You have the opportunity after whatever Reese chooses to do to interject. Right now, I want to see how Tovar handles being called out like this.
Tovar's a humble man.
Yeah,
Tovar knows his place. Dang it. I don't know my place in real life, but man.
And I'm saying your rich friend only paid for him.
After a
Hands
really
across.
Long nasal exhale, I'll hand him over the other 4 crowns. And I'll look at him in the eyes and I say, we're going to be coming back this way. That's it. That's the empty statement. Interpret that as you will.
You catch a smile on her face. Like, yeah, right. You know what I mean? which is not what like someone would say. Like clearly, like she, whatever this gloom or whatever this problem is like is mortal and does not think whatever you're trying to do is going to have any, no travelers are. It's not smart to travel right now, and then she's not going to see you again, and that's just a dumb idea. Was a takeaway.
Oh.
So this was an expensive way to clear your exhaustion, but
Yep.
I
think at that moment,
Go ahead.
Casimir basically, as soon as he got something hot to eat and found a place to sit down,
Right.
he's just been, that's what's occupied him whilst that's been going on. It's only as he's like finishing his food, he's like looks around like, why has it gone quiet?
Yeah. I'm gonna walk back over to you, Casimir, and I'm just going. I look so frustrated, but like in the kind of way that like I can't express it, right? Because I'm a very quiet guy, but like I'm just, oh, you can tell there's something going on right now, man.
Yeah.
No success talking to the locals.
No, they said it was the same old shit, which is the opposite of useful. And
now
then they took my money. Casimir, you paid the bill, right?
Yeah, I paid the bill. Why?
No
Did they say I hadn't?
No, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yes. Yep, she
Okay.
fleeced you.
Yeah, I just sort of don't push the issue further. Just like move your portion of the food over to you.
Yeah, it's a bowl of venison.
Bro.
That venison stew, kind of that they've been churning for a while. It's
Casimir,
fine.
You've always been a good friend.
I'm
sick of these people not being friendly.
Context clues. This place is typically close to the lake. They should probably be serving some kind of fish. But they're serving venison.
So I don't know. I maybe you're used to like eating a bunch of fancy meals from all over, but I think it's kind of weird that they're only serving hunting meat here, not fishing meat if they're so close to the lake. I didn't even see fish on the menu.
I think Casimir is like slightly like disconnected from what it is to be like have no money. He's used to just handing over money and people bringing food. So he just sort of turns to you and says like, is that normal?
No, it's abnormal for certain. It's not. It would be, I don't know how to describe it. It'd be like going to a cabbage farmer's house and then they just don't give you any cabbage. And you're like, I mean, it's not like, it's okay, but that's just a weird rule. Like it's a weird thing to not give me considering you farm these things. You know what I mean? Because you should have an abundance of this.
When he says that, Casimir stands up and just looks around the room to see what other people are eating, to see if anyone's like eating any kind of fish.
Oh, no. Everyone's got the same bowl, It's just that venison.
Huh.
Yeah, you actually haven't noticed any fishermen in this place. Again, like it's a tavern, it's kind of by the, it's less than a day's way from the lake. You'll kind of expect something different.
So,
old wigs.
You know anything about Tanakh before we got here?
No, you know as much as I do.
Yeah. It's a weird abbey.
An abbey, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you're told Sister Marta, like your patron gave you Sister Marta is her friend in the abbey.
I think I'll turn around to whatever's like the closest table is and just turn to someone and say, this inn was, last time we came through here, this inn had really nice fish. There's none on the menu? No success fishing?
Yeah. Before let me see how they respond. I'll make a reaction roll for them. You're talking 7. They're not like hostile to you, but they definitely have a dour look when you bring it up. Like you're bringing up the obvious. This is a pain point, and you're like, yeah, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, go ask the Baron. He's the one not listening. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my cousin was killed.
By
That
the
seems
Baron?
totally
was-
unrelated.
Yeah. No, I was like, my cousin was a fisherman and he was killed. They don't care about us. Yeah, they're just disgruntled stuff about.
Hmm.
Yeah. So clearly something's killing the fishermen.
Yeah.
Something's going on with the
gonna-
lake and killing fishermen.
I'm gonna lean over to Casimir and I'm gonna say, I think something's killing fishermen.
I think you might be right. Do we want to go talk to the Baron? Like, this is something.
That's a
people should
weak
know.
journey back to
Yeah,
where
I
you're
don't know
going,
if we're
dude.
gonna do that, but
Yeah.
I think that it is something that
Sorry. Yeah.
we should keep in mind because we don't want to get killed. But I mean, no offense, Casimir, but like we're not. I mean, we're about fisherman status. You know,
Yeah.
we're semi-professional.
You don't have-
Look, I will protect you.
Casimir
You have
can.
no need to fear.
I'd say I can hit things with this crossbow about 50% of the time.
Look,
That's a good assumption. And
I think, yeah, we should. All we need to do is we just need to be careful when we're back on the road. We'll try to avoid being anywhere near the lake, and everything will be fine. I'm sure of it.
You're not
Right.
good. Yeah.
all right, man. I'm just okay.
You ain't thinking about going to that lake, are you? It's like one of the guys between their sips of their beer.
We weren't intending to. We have an errand to run for our.
Hey, it's best.
liege.
Somewhat like another friend pipes up. Best steer clear of it. Take the long way. Go over shores.
Yeah.
Which is like the name of like like through the forest, like the shore forest, which is like the forest near the shore of the lake.
That makes sense. I accept that.
It'll be drier underneath the canopy.
I mean, I am really tired of being damp.
Yeah. But then you got to contend with the bandits. You're like, yeah, true.
Well, okay. Well, we're trying to get to Tanakh. Do you guys know anything about Tanakh?
Tanakh.
It's an old abbey.
Oh yeah, you mean the abbey on the lake?
Oh, well, there you go. That's bad news. for
That's the only
everyone.
abbey I know. Phil, do you know any abbey? Nope, just that one. Just the weird one.
Casimir. Bad news. There's a weird abbey on the lake, and I think that's where we're going.
As soon as they say that, I pull
Listen,
out the map and I start looking at it, like really studying it now. Like, is there any other abbey on this map or any kind of churches or anything?
Ew, you can. It's like, ew, he knows his letters. Like they're like looking at you, like it's gross.
I know it's weird, right? It's freak, but we guess he's useful in some way. We just remember things, right, guys?
Yeah. Well, if you know what's good for you, you should turn around, go back to the Baron. Do not go near that lake.
We're getting paid to go to the lake.
They literally laugh. They literally like cough. Like it's like you're getting paid to die is what they think.
Gosh, this is bad
Wait,
news.
Yeah, how are we intending to
listen.
get across the water? Did we ever establish?
Boys,
Probably gonna get a. Is there any?
Yeah.
Do you guys know of any ferries or anything that are taking people across the lake?
they just all laugh like in like a like laughing at death kind of way of like who the hell would be around to do that at this time.
Well, is there none? Like, not even one crazy guy remaining that you guys know of? Crazy Jim Band Joe, or
No.
Do you know?
Well, there's
anyone we
still
could get a
boats,
boat
right?
from?
We could
Yeah.
row ourselves across.
The big. They all look at just like. You don't know if what they're saying is true. You're only
Yeah,
getting their
well,
perspective, right?
Yeah,
Like
they
I'm
could
not,
be
I'm not
messing
telling
with
you, I'm not
us.
like screwing you over from a GM level because I know we haven't really like played a lot of games together. I just want you to know that this is just their opinion, right?
Oh, okay. Well, is there any settlements near the lake? Is there any settlements on the lake?
Yeah. There's a small little hamlet, for fishermen.
That might be the place we need to go, Casimir. Because if
Yeah,
anyone's going to have boats, it would be them.
Right. Yeah, I don't think we need to be worried. I think this is just baseless local superstition.
I mean, considering the lack of fish, they must take their superstition very seriously.
Nobody's alive at Warfren.
That's it.
I-
Name
Okay.
grains of dice. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our little one-shot adventure of crowns. Welcome. Hey, everyone.
Hey.
we're hearing the tragic news that's been falling a small little fishing hamlet, which our party needs to go to in order to access this place for their patron, this dangerous abbey on an island.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
What's up, Snow? Okay.
can we get directions? Can you give us directions to the hamlet, to the fishing village?
Oh, just follow the old trail. Stay away from the shore trees, and the guys, and then Bob's your uncle. Just take the left, and then straight down the rocks. And I'm telling you, boys, do not go there. Only as everyone there has already fled. The place is nothing but death.
You guys seem like enablers, and I respect that. So let's make a bad decision. Are you down? I look at Casimir.
I'm down. Like, we have a job to do. Just because the job might be harder than we expected doesn't mean we could just give up.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the reason she sent this.
Yeah, she's testing us, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we're giving them a lot of information.
I know. Well, I mean, like, they're peasants, but like they just think you're crazy. Like, for lack of a better, they just think whoever this she is, she set you up to die. That's a fool's errand. Go in there. Nothing but
very likely.
No treasure to be had there or anything. Just death from that thing in the lake. True. They're all looking at true. That's true. And like these farmers again, just casually drinking their beer. So clearly something is killing them from the lake that's never happened before, and has turned this whole place into sad. And the Baron has turned a blind eye. Long story short, in case I wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got that.
Has anyone survived though? Has anyone been attacked and survived?
Yeah, people have fled they're ostensibly they're survivors somewhere, but they're not here, and they've all just like in this tavern tonight, but they've all just kind of fled and stuff, right?
What did they describe attacking them?
Yeah, what's the enemy here?
These guys are farmers. They don't know. They just know that something in the lake was killing things, and they made everyone run away, right? Something big enough to destroy a fishing boat. And like that's all they know. That's enough for them.
So is a fishing boat like a boat, or is it like a rowboat?
No, it's a rowboat. It's like it's like the stuff that exactly.
I was about to be like, man, we're really.
What do you call it? It's it's like the type of ships in The Witcher. You know what I mean? Like the little river craft. Like it's like technically it's not like really wind powered, it's oar powered, but like it's enough that you can throw a net out and like get a couple things and come back. It's not really like a big time fisherman. You know what I mean?
It's probably just a big pike or a big catfish or something. We'll be fine.
Oh man, I wish it was a big catfish. I've been craving that this whole journey.
Well, hey, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get some fresh fish on our journey.
Oh, and wouldn't that be? We shouldn't say this next to them. It would be rude. I'm sure they really want fish too.
Well, we can bring back leftovers.
Yeah. How about this? I know how I'm going to get my money back. And that's the end of that for me. I know how I'm going to get my money back. I'm just thinking to myself at this point. I've gone silent.
Yeah, I think Casimir is he doesn't think it's a big deal. I think it's just peasants overblowing the situation, just having a good laugh at the expense of the out of towners. So he's like, yeah, it's done with. We'll be fine.
Fair enough. Peasants would have the expense at random travelers, for sure.
Classic peasants.
It's true. It's one of the few joys they get in life.
Finish your food. We'll dry out our clothes. We'll get some sleep. We'll set off early in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Your sleep is good enough to relieve your exhaustion conditions. And of course, you had a meal paid for, so you're not hungry either. No one messes with your stuff during the night. But it's just you two sleeping here. The rest of the farmers head home late in the evening.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
No fear of being robbed.
Right. Yeah. No.
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay, yeah. Bright and early in the morning.
Yeah.
Boots semi-dry.
Yeah. You're coming as you are checking out, so to speak. Another adventuring party is checking in. Also, obviously from Rotherdack. Based on them, perhaps a rival group from a different patron. As they immediately start asking to the lady in a very like impetuous way, like, "What can you tell us about the manor or the abbey?" You know, and like as you guys are heading out, there's 4 of them.
As we're heading out, I will just turn around and like try to get the barkeep's attention and just like go like, "Money."
Yeah. I don't think they paid.
Yeah. If you want, nothing's. Yeah. Yeah, like just like nothing's free over here, boys. I don't know where you're from, but even conversation costs a crown. And as you're like heading out, right? And so like, of course, they're making money as best they can.
Yeah.
Basically, I just wanted to basically like slow them down, use up their resources. I don't want anyone getting in our way. So
Yeah. So as we're walking out, Casimir, I'm gonna be like, "Hey," and this is gonna try to just be between me and him. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I think we need to pick up the pace because we might not be the first ones."
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's only 2 of us, so we should be able to make good time.
That's true.
What is the weather like this morning, Eric?
Slight rain, cold rain.
Of course. Yeah.
So not heavy rain that you were having the past week, which is nice. It's just technically lightened up.
Good weather.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not enough to sap your strength and reduce you all to some kind of check right now. But let me describe the town. I think it's called like Warfrin. So you guys listen to the old farmers' tales of where to go, and ostensibly you're staying on the trail, right? And you're just kind of going there. Yeah. And yeah, it strikes true. Like you look at a place that looks relatively burnt out, like just like the ruins of a fishing. I mean, I'm using Hamlet in a very generous way. It's like 3 shacks on the river, and there's like one's collapsed. There is like some semblance of a pier that looks like it's just been smashed, like just destroyed. And you can actually see in the like on the before the mists of the lake kind of consume the rest of what's going on, you see like the silhouette of a boat and like 2 people like rowing out into the mists.
We can barely see them, right?
Yeah, like they're like far off in the distance. Like you're kind of like cresting like that kind of hill kind of scenario before it like slopes down to the lake. Right. And like as it slopes down, you can definitely see the town below you. It's maybe like a 20-minute hoof down there. Right. And then beyond into the lake waters where it begins to get the mist shrouds that covers the island. You can see definitely there's a duo who are rowing a boat.
Okay. Yeah.
They look like adventurers, right? Like they're not fishermen. Like they got like spears and shit on the back. You know what I mean? Like they're, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I turned to Tovar and say, we need to pick up the pace. The fishermen are avoiding this place, so those are probably not fishermen.
Yeah. Does this place look like lively at all? Like, does it look like there would be people here?
No. I was describing it's barren. It is deserted. Okay, it has been obliterated and trashed and burned.
Perfect.
Something big has ransacked it. Is what best I would describe it.
Yeah,
like a big party, like a war band.
Oh.
I think Casimir just assumes that's what peasant shacks look like.
Just burnt out husks of buildings. Yeah. No, and like you've all seen warfare and like ravaging of a place, and this is certainly fitting that bill.
Okay, I'm definitely going to. I'm gonna be like, okay, let's just grab the first rowboat we see and start heading out there. I'm gonna have my crossbow loaded and ready.
I will do the rowing, yeah. So if you see anything like come out of the water, shoot it.
Okay. Is there any with 2 sets of rows or just
there's I'm not gonna like need you to like make a test or like can you find the boat or whatever. I'm just gonna say there's enough parts around that you can scrunch up a boat like out of stuff. You are a carpenter, so like I think I'm just gonna give this to you.
How about this then? In that case, if there's any other boats around here, if there's any other things I could see, like, oh, you could feasibly make a boat.
Yeah, like
I can't burn them because it's raining, but can I like smash them?
Yeah, to deny other people as well.
Yeah, to deny other people the ability to get over.
Yeah. So while you're taking the time to do this and shore it up, you hear screams from the lake. And you hear like a and like the other boat ostensibly did not make it. And you hear like the sounds of a large laugh. Like
What kind of bird do you think that is?
Everything fell as you said that.
Yeah. Scary.
I'm gonna stop my video for a second. Man, I don't know how to respond to that, Casimir. I don't know how to respond to that. That's what I say that in character. I don't know.
All you could hear is the sounds. Again, the mist covers it, right? So you just hear the grueling sounds of splashing water and gurgling crunch, dead. And like something very large has just destroyed them. I think like a plank of the boat and like, you know what I mean? And a little bit, and like maybe like half of a javelin like floats kind of back out of the mist towards you. A little bit of the blood.
Okay, quickly. Whilst whatever it is eating those other two, we need to get across the lake.
Big brain. Let's go.
All right.
Yep.
All right, then.
Have you crossed already? I'll row.
As we're starting to go out, I am going to ask him and be like, so do you think this is a good idea?
Do you want the honest answer or do you want the answer of a leader?
I think that is an answer in and of itself. Okay, you were saying, Eric, I'm sorry.
No problem. I was thinking about, because you're like, oh, we're going to pick up the pace. I think there is a chance now that like you're not going to, like, there might be the fictional question of whether or not there's a chance the other party will have a boat in time is actually like now a question that I want to get resolved. So like, could you just quickly do like let's just say it's like you're 12. Do a D20 under 12. That's your carpenter background, right?
Okay, D20 under 12.
Yeah, were you able to sabotage stuff? Yeah, okay, good.
Almost perfect. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm a carpenter more than I am a people person.
I'm a simple man. I treat wood. Wood doesn't give me sass. We're good.
And it doesn't ask for more money.
No. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. So the goal here is to rush, and hopefully while this thing is eating, you'll have a chance over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This sounds insane, but good luck. Okay.
Yep.
I know this is good. This is adventuring, right? Awesome.
On the plus side, none of us are wearing armor, so if we go in the water, we shouldn't drown straight away.
Yeah. No. In fact, I mean, the worst thing that could happen is your noble clothes get dirty.
Yeah. So,
yep.
Yeah. Quick question: are we having fun? We're having?
Oh,
is this
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about this. I'm really pondering this. Problem is that I feel like there's another way to get to this island other than just sailing there, but I don't know what it could be.
Well, they said you can walk around through the woods, right? But bandits.
Yeah.
Well, is that true? Was there a landmass like a land bridge?
No.
No.
It's basically you had to take a boat. But the idea here was like you're supposed to just talk to a fisherman and do this, but apparently something's been eating the fisherman.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, you know what, Casimir? Yeah. If anything gets us, I got old trusty Sally Bow right here.
I have the utmost faith in your abilities.
All right.
I feel great that we're both so optimistic about all of this.
Optimistic or in denial, but whichever one works.
No, I'm going to go with both. I mean, personally, for me, like it's kind of both. Like,
so I think the question here is, as you guys are like speeding across, you just hear the sounds of ostensibly people like you being crunched and eaten. And I don't think you can like ever see it through this heavy mist that you're getting closer to the island just kind of emanates from. But I think there's a sort of like this vague silhouette in the mist that's huge and hulking over this body. And like the body's eating and kind of like I'm picturing something like Saturn devouring his child imagery picture, right? Of just like this shadow of this thing eating these corpses. Like this big hulking body that's like warty and it's just like just lumbering shoulders kind of like hunched over like like eating in this mist. And you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
just
I'm
no problem.
When I hear the sound, I'm gonna point my crossbow at it. But once we get that shadow in the mist, I'm just gonna like slowly put it down and look at like Casimir and be like, I don't think that this is smart.
I think I need a willpower test from both of you to just like not freak out.
I don't know about that.
It's not, like you guys
freaked out.
You guys are relatively inexperienced, and this is certainly a creature that you have no experience with.
Yeah, no, I've been freaking.
All right, you gain the frightened condition.
Yeah, I was 1 point off again.
I know I'm supposed to roll for where the slot goes, but you can just move it wherever you.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, because you end up having to drop and move things around. It's fine.
Well, yeah. It's just to be like you eventually like inventory management.
Becomes a thing.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I giving enough conditions as we play, like roughly?
I think this is actually perfect. I'll be honest. This is not. There's not too many. There's not too little, and it makes us have to make decisions, and that's the whole point of them. So I think.
All right. Cool. All right. Thanks, man. Cool. Also, for people who just came in here, Reese designed this game that I'm running for him. So that's why I'm asking this question. It's basically a playtest. Awesome. Okay, so the question, this thing is too busy devouring and is just munching, but it's just the effect on you all that as you are just rowing past this thing. Again, the mists of this place are just that gray and white. It's like just completely consuming you. You lose track of the ocean or like the lake in around you. It just eventually you just become this bubble in this mist, and you just surrounded by this crunching until eventually you hear the rocks grinding beneath your boat, and all of a sudden you're at the shore of this island. Around you are steep rocky cliffs, like not like white cliffs of Dover steep, but like 2 people high, maybe like give or take 10 meters or so high. You think you see in the mist maybe like some kind of like slanted ledge kind of thing going up from around here. You see some other shattered boats around, and you just see bones, like bones of people, bones of fish, cracked oysters and stuff are just scattered over this beach. Like the sand or rocks of this beach is really just actually bones and detritus. Not a good look.
I am regretting this.
Yeah.
I was thinking we're gonna get home too.
Yeah, I know. That's why I regret.
Probably want to take the boat out of the water.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's pull the boat onto shore. Yeah. In fact, let's hide the boat a little bit so when people pull up, they don't, think that we're here.
Yeah, like. Yeah. This beach and the cliff, like, is there like a shallow like depression or like a out-jutting piece of the cliff that we can just tuck it next to?
Nothing. You can't see anything from. But again, this mist is like really like making you myopic. So like you can look around for something for sure, but like nothing immediately comes to mind. Like if there's like an easy.
Do you want to spend more time on the shore, or shall we just pull the boat up and hope for the best?
You know what we can do? This will make people scared. Maybe they'll freak out. Let's just put a bunch of these bones in the boat.
Love it. Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh my gosh, they showed up already, skeletons. And then we'll be like, aha,
got it.
They don't know we're here. I think it'll work. So let's just do that, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
Trying not to think too much about it. I start putting bones in the boat.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, so I think there's a place you kind of like pull around, and up above you, you can see through the mists, there's some sort of large tower-like structure, obviously made of stone, made of the same stone that this island's made out of. You can't see, the doors or windows or anything like that, but there's obviously above you some sort of stone structure that's casting the shadows and stuff through this mist. Adjacent to it is some sort of brilliant tree, a tree that you all would probably have not seen before. I'm just not coming up. I'm not smart enough and cool enough to come up with an exciting tree. But the idea that I'm trying to express is that this is a tree, while being late autumn, should be losing its leaves. Instead, it's in like vibrant spring. Like it's blossoming out and it's in full bloom.
Is it like a Game of Thrones heartwood tree, like one of those like really thick ones?
Yeah, let's go with the heartwood tree. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, so like a really fancy birch tree. with
big
just
boy.
giant. Yeah, you know, let's give it red leaves too. Fuck it, let's go the whole way.
Okay. let's do
Beautiful,
it.
like full red regalia leaves.
Awesome.
See, that's
Well,
going to be a good sign,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I
Are
if
either
there's a tree growing here.
Are any of
then
you
that's
religious?
Very, yeah.
This is a tree of significant religious, like, yeah, especially for peasants.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Casimir, this is a good sign, I would say. I mean, if anything, some providence got us across that lake. I mean, what are the odds that those people were going to get horribly killed, eaten, and slowly ripped apart while we were, I mean, that's just sometimes it
Exactly.
just happens that way.
A good part of our task here is done already. We got here on the island. We just got to get the name and get back now.
I think we're having this conversation while we put the bones on the boat.
Yeah. So it's like we're trying to
great.
convince ourselves and each other
This is,
that, yeah,
we're
this is
good.
going well.
This is on purpose. We deserve to be here.
You hear more bone crunching and cracking from that tower, and then you hear a sailing sound. Splash into the lake. You don't see what it was.
How close to us was that splash?
Not close.
I think maybe we've done
Something's
enough
in
with
the
boat.
tower.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. Yeah, we've done enough with the boat. There's enough bones. There's like 7 people's worth of bones in there.
Yeah.
They're gonna, if they look at that, they're gonna be like, wow, they put more dead bodies in there than it started. So we're safe on that. Do you want to try to find, like, I don't think going through the front door of this abbey is a good idea, but if there's no other way in, do you want to try to like look around, see if we can find a
I mean, the front door is like
Looking,
what they use for visitors, right?
looking around, you did find a little like alcove to like stash this boat with bones and stuff. You did also find like a small staircase, kind of like switchback, kind of leading up to the abbey as well. You can continue to look around the this is a relatively small island. It's very, very rocky. Again, maybe there's another way in. You know, maybe like something. You know, there's something that you not obvious, but otherwise, yeah, the is what I described.
I mean, yeah, we have time to look around. We've done the hard part. We've got
Do you?
here. Shut up, Eric.
I'll be honest, Casimir. I think the longer we're out in the open with these things that are both swimming, and then if it's in a tower, I assume it doesn't need to swim, so maybe it has wings. I just don't want to. I don't want to get swooped. You know what I mean? Like, because remember in our last adventure that we had, where the griffins just devoured those like peasants.
Okay. I would not want you to be uncomfortable. I trust your judgment.
Okay.
You've never let me down. So let's go with that.
Yeah. Perfect. I'm so glad. And I respect the fact that you're letting go of that time I let you down. And that's really.
I speak no more of it. I think Casimir is probably like, he's probably like messed up like a bunch of times, but he's too proud to admit it. So that's why he doesn't want to talk about the time that you messed up. Like, let's not forget about it. Let's not drag.
I'm really, this really, it shows that there's a lot of growth here. We say as we're like climbing the stairs to the Death Abbey. Yeah, let's do it.
Who knows? Maybe the Abbey will put us up for the night. Maybe we can have a proper meal as guests.
That's the dream, isn't it? That is the dream.
You pass a half-eaten head of one of the nuns.
Oh, look at that. I got bad news, Casimir.
That could be anyone.
You know what? Does she look like someone that would have been named Marta?
No. I mean, I don't know, but like I would tell you that this, like, she looks like an acolyte. Like it's like a brown head, one of those like old hats. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like the hood. No, we're look at this. Isn't like that was probably like it doesn't look like they were gonna get much food because the fishermen can't get here, so they probably had to eat each other. Makes sense. Let's go.
I thought maybe they might have a vegetable garden or something, but okay.
That's true. You're explaining it better than I am.
Look, I don't. Yes, things don't go wrong for us. We struggle, but we always persevere.
You hear fingernails on a scratch board above you, and you hear a deep laugh.
Is there any cover we can get to?
No. I mean,
No, okay.
it's an exposed rock island. You're going up these stairs, but it's coming from above, even like you're like where you know, it's coming from the tower that you're going to, but it's clearly like coming from up towards the sky. Like you just hear it up there, and you kind of hear some like giggling or laughing.
All right. I have my crossbow loaded. Do you?
I was
do you have-
okay until you said giggling. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this
Like cackling, really, is what it is.
yeah. Yeah, I think like when you like hold up your crossbow, I think I make a point of drawing my sword. Like, okay.
All right. I suggest that maybe from this point forward, until we get to someplace safe, let's bring down the comments because I don't want
Quiet time.
Yeah, for sure. Let's also try to move stealthily, unlike we did at the time with the Griffins when we stepped on that person and they screamed really loud and made the Griffins come.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
everyone died apart from
Yeah,
us. Again, we survived.
Providence.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Blessed.
Let's get up there. I mean, I feel good. Just
Yeah.
tears, like a single tear. I feel really safe.
Yeah,
So,
I like the fact we said quiet time. But we keep trying to reassure ourselves that we're fine.
Shh, we can't talk, but it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, you make it to the Abbey, which is this tower.
Yes.
There's no door on the like lower levels, but the stairs keep going up. Ostensibly, the door is going to be higher up on this Abbey. So like you're following some of the windows that are like broken or barred, and you can see like there's just like blood stains near the windows and stuff as you're going up this place. So it's not a real quiet, real nice, real great place to be. Do you remember the kind of book you're looking for?
Ochre tongue,
Ogre
scorpion.
tongue, scorpion on the cover, and then we say the name. Hey, is it still raining?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you know.
Just out of interest. Don't suppose you remember the name, do you?
Yeah, Sam Scrap.
I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, it's the benefit of not being able to read, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else couldn't read? Probably those fishermen.
You know. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we just keep going.
Yeah.
I think you do too. All right. So you just go up the staircase. There's no like railing or anything like this, but you're going like precariously high. You know, you can't even see like the sea anymore. Like where your boat and stuff is now also shrouded in this mist, right? Until you get to the opening of this place, the door has been bashed down. In fact, like part of the normal columns of the door has been broken off, as in something too big has fit through the door.
Look, they're replacing their doors.
Did you hear? I had
you-
heard that Marta was particularly rotund, and
That would make sense. Yeah.
You can see the top floors of this place has also been like broken down and destroyed, or at least partially collapsed. Whatever that sound was coming, it's still coming from above, but like that scratching and laughing, and you can hear the rumble of some stones and stuff as you're close here. Something very big and heavy is up there laughing. Maybe actually at this point it's like they're not just scratching. There's pecking or like claws or some kind of like small like extra sounds of chittering or something.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Casimir. I think we have to come to the conclusion that something bad has happened here.
Which is why we should do what we came here to do and get out, because we need to report it urgently.
You're right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing? So there's the big tree. There's the Abbey. We can go into the Abbey. We haven't gone in, right?
No, this is you're about to go in. I was just kind of describing the scene of what you can see as you've now approached the door.
Okay. And then where's the big tree at in relation to the Abbey? And does it seem to have any significance that would warrant me like checking it out?
Significance? I mean, it is a good omen. But no, if anything, this tree stands in defiance to the barren nature of this rocky island. As like its roots have like fought over the rocks and stuff, and it seems to be growing healthily in a place that's otherwise nothing can grow on it, right? It's a barren rock.
I like this tree,
Yeah.
but I think we might need to enter the abbey.
Yeah, I think we get in the abbey, and hopefully then no one will see us.
It's day still, right? I mean, it's foggy and overcast, but it's day,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. So like you have the dimmest of light inside this place. Again, there's windows kind of jutting in. So I'm giving you don't have to, if you strike up a torch, you obviously have a much better view, but all the problems of bringing up a torch when trying to be stealthily come into play here.
Yeah. Are you thinking about lighting a torch right now? Are we doing that? Or
I think we're okay for the moment. Once we're inside.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you all are wise enough to know that spells were cast here. I think there's a faint smell left over, like ozone.
Mm-hmm.
Like the defenses of the place failed, or like some kind of battle took place in this corridor area.
Have we seen any more bodies?
No.
Other than that head?
You've seen bones here and there, but most of them are in the beach and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I think we should find the library or the study or whatever, wherever may contain a book, and then we should leave.
This isn't just any book, but I agree. So if we don't find in the library, there might be some kind of sanctum or something that might happen.
Right.
Okay. How does from the exterior of the abbey, what is it like? Is it just like a long building with a tower in the back, or like what is the structure of this thing?
It's mostly like a large tower, but really it descends into the rock rather than
goes underground.
Yeah. So there's plenty of spaces around. That's kind of like where you were going up. There's a couple floors above you, like let's say, I don't know, let's say 5 floors till the top. Most of those are damaged in some way, but you can definitely get up there.
So do you, Casimir, it is of my opinion that I think delving down might be arguably safer, because I think that the monster that was laughing and throwing things from the tower is near the top. And considering many of the floors are collapsed, as we go up there, it will be harder and harder for us to not, catch its ire.
Yeah, like even if we run into it down here, won't be able to fly. No mobility. We'll have the upper hand.
Oh, Sally crossbow right here. She's I like tap it and it like almost goes off and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I just gently push the crossbow away from me, like
it's not no trigger discipline at all. Just
as you guys are like getting ready, like you're like ready to like and antsy and moving in, the floor as you like enter this corridor, the floor kind of behind you, like we're kind of watching you all go towards the camera. The floor behind you begins to turn to like pudding, and something begins to emerge out of the floor with a humanoid silhouette behind you. And it begins to take the shape of a person. And then like it begins to crack, and you can see that it's like a muddy nun shaped, and like what's your all's like you hear a voice behind you that says, "Don't be afraid."
Okay, I'm going to immediately
what do you do?
I'm going to take 2 steps. I'm going to turn around, take 2 steps backwards, fall to my knee with my crossbow pointed at it, and then sheepishly say, I'm like shaking as I'm pointing my crossbow at it. I'm going to say, "Sister Marta." What about you?
I just stood. I think I was leading the way originally because melee weapon. And I think when we spin around, I still deliberately stood behind you, sword pointing at this creature.
It is Sister Marta. And you can see like the rock and things that were on her begin to be absorbed into her ring. Like the rest of the rock, as it like she can like swim through, like imagine like water, right? And like rather than receding, it like and it touching her and soaking her, it like gets kind of absorbed, and the floor beneath her turns back to normal. So like the energy of this ring is what is clearly given her this power. She looks at you and says, "Indeed, you've come to emancipate this place."
Actually,
Well-
we're in search of a book. We were sent by a friend of yours.
Peridot.
She's I didn't actually remember her name.
This is why we're such a good team.
Did you get her name?
Peridot, right?
Peridot.
She gives you that wry smile of like what a friend would say about like ex-lovers, you know, or like people like clearly more than friends, whereas like a friend sent like a shared friend, you know.
So we were sent to look at a certain book. If you wanted to then leave with us, I'd be amenable to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Like if we would love to help you try to get away off the island for sure. But first we've come to do our sole goal at the moment. Yeah, we might be open for more, but to find an ogre tome with a scorpion on the front.
You seek the ogre tome of the withered Zoomlet. That's what she sent you here for.
There's potential that is what she
That
said.
may well
You,
be
the
the
name,
case.
you're like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, it could
I'll
be.
be honest with you.
Perhaps I could take you to that. But I need you to drive off these fell beasts. These ogres have killed my sisters, and I need your help.
Ogres.
Or maybe you help us, we leave with you, help you leave, and you can get some help, maybe assemble a militia.
Hey, if you have gold here, we can help you get the gold back, and you can hire a warband to come clean out the ogres. In fact, I actually think that there's some other people similar to us that are on their way over here. Maybe they're coming.
Yeah,
to
like
emancipate.
just a couple of miles away on the coast.
I mean, they're got to go across the river. And last we saw, there was an ogre eating a couple people that looked well equipped, arguably more equipped than us, but I wouldn't say that.
We are very competent, though.
Very competent without armor, and that's just the way we do it to keep us from sinking when we cross lakes.
Because we're smart.
Nod.
She kind of just lets you finish. This is the type of lady who has like significant iron will, and you know, she's kind of like one of the older nuns, and so she has that big kind of old nun energy of you're not going to get anything by her as you guys are talking, and you realize you're like the ability to get that from her is probably not going to be true, but you also don't want to make her mad. So in fact, she says, "That's nice, but all you've done so far is get really close to making me mad."
That's fair.
Now, are you trespassers? Or are you going to help me?
How do you propose we help you? Beyond the simple killing of the ogre, is there a method? Is there? We know little of ogre slaying.
Do ogres fly?
And do they swim well?
No. It's a trio of them. Brothers and sisters, if you can call their brood a family.
Okay, that gives us some numbers.
If you kill the older one, I think the other two will leave.
That has the makings of a plan.
Yeah,
But that, and she kind of trails off like something's wrong with the older one. Like that's not going to be an easy task.
Okay. Yeah.
He has cunning unlike the others.
So, again, do they have wings and or swim?
Well, of course they can swim.
Whoa. That's all right.
No. Look for the older one with one good eye. The other one with the eye of a snake.
Is he is he in the tower up there? Or is that one of the younger ones?
No, that's the other.
Do you think if they were to fall from the tower onto, just fall onto the rocks below, you think that would kill them, or are they really hardy? You think they could take it?
More importantly, do you know where the older one is?
Yeah, that's also a good question. I apologize. I'm sorry. I went straight into tactical brain. Casimir, you're a talker.
No. It would take more than that to kill these things. Something drives that older one. Something dark. It is not just an ogre. It's an ogre with a purpose. It's been days since I've seen someone else.
Well,
They try.
we definitely
Please.
are inclined to help you. Do you have anything that would help us? Like
Yeah.
maybe some more of those magical rings?
Do you have weapons beyond this crossbow? Do you have magical things? Do you have
Armor.
armor? Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have like some sort of island defenses against raiders? Maybe like some sort of like ballistae that is like to take out boats, but we use it on ogres.
Sort of, obviously.
Ogre slaying ballistas.
She kind of just looks at you somberly, like the defenses that they've had were already crushed and destroyed, you know? Nothing but what the dead have here.
Was there only 3 ogres to begin with, or did you like
Did
kill
you take
one of
out
them?
one? Yeah.
No.
Oh. Please excuse us a moment, and I'll make a point of like leading
yeah.
Tovar away a couple of paces so we can talk. And
Yeah,
just
yeah.
say,
We huddle, little
Yeah.
football huddle.
have you ever encountered nuns? They're terrifying. And 3 ogres killed the whole abbey of them.
I was raised by nuns for the first like 3 years, but I don't remember them very well.
Believe me, they're terrifying.
I believe you. I think we both think that this isn't a good idea. But I also
Agreed.
think we both think that if we say that we're going to be in just as much trouble as if we tried.
Right.
So maybe what we do is it's moments like this that make me wish I hadn't broken all those boats.
I think our best, although slim, chance here is we do what she suggested. We make an attempt on the big one, the older one, or whatever it is. And if we can do that, maybe we can take it by surprise. Maybe that's enough. But I recognize this is a very slim chance.
Oh, I have an idea. That book, the Ogre Tome with the scorpion on the front. We had to say the guy's name and I guess just listen to whatever it says. What if we can figure out one of the ogre's names and say it to the book, and then the book, I guess it would just tell us like their blood type, but I don't. It would just tell us like where they are.
Oh yeah, this is a sidebar. She's not hearing this conversation.
I mean, if she's particularly keen-eared, she may hear us. We didn't go very far.
No, it was a couple paces.
No, I'll let you have a chance for a private chat.
Cool, sure, yeah.
I mean, we can run our idea by her. She seemed to know about the tome, so
yeah. Although looking back on this, it is called the Ogre Tome.
No, no. It's not called the Ogre Tome. It's the Ochre. I understand how it's very homonymic on a voice call. Ochre, as in the color.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I feel.
Sorry, that makes way more sense probably to you.
The yellow tome.
Yeah.
Yellow tome. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, good news. It's not called the Ogre Tome.
Yeah.
So
right.
It doesn't belong to that.
She did say they have a purpose. And we've been sent here to locate this book. And she's like, oh, that's what you've been sent here for? Is there a possibility that they've also come for the same thing?
Casimir, you are a thoughtful fellow.
This is how adventuring works.
It is how adventuring works.
Okay. Coincidences on coincidences.
All right. Let's go. Let's head. Are you ready to break and head back over to her?
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
So we are firmly set on helping you.
Firmly.
We will not let this injustice pass without doing something about it.
No injustice.
However, my friend and I were talking about the tome that we'd also been sent here to consult. And you said the ogres had a purpose. Is there any possibility, because we don't know anything about this tome, is there any chance that they may be after the same thing? No.
I do not know. Ogres tend to only relish in slaughter. But no, the older one has some other Wait. Be careful. And she begins to utter and touch her ring and begins to fold back into the stones as you hear some rocks begin to crush like above you and like crack, and you hear like a yawn as like a giant hulking figure is like kind of descending a little bit, going, Stannis, I'm bored. I'm so hungry. And
so Alpha Plan 4, hide.
Yeah. And this is the ogre that was on the rooftop that's coming downstairs who's tiring. So what do you want to do? Yeah, it's going to be a couple minutes, so you have a chance to hide. She's going to go in. She's going in the floor. So like she can't help you. You're on your own.
All right, Sister Marta for the win. Let's. Do you just want to hide, Leo?
Yeah. I like.
There's a chance.
Nearest available cover.
There's a chance that maybe this ogre doesn't come down the whole stairs, and then maybe Stannis responds. You know, maybe they're just gonna have a conversation across floors. You know, you don't know what's gonna. Yeah, but the point here is that you're gonna try to hide here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hide.
So I want to give a better impression. There's a lot more like scarred, burnt rocks, charred runes kind of on the floor from the damage of the defenses of this place. I imagine there are some bones and like pillar kind of stuff around here as well. You can do your best to hide in the shadows here, but like they absolutely will get like a free kind of like, you know, there's a chance they could spot you given the situation, right? Plus you're also kind of are a human smell to them who are like also fresh.
Regular water tracked into them.
Right.
Yeah, we have really squishy shoes like sneakers on tile.
Yeah. So so it's like starters. And that's when you hear from below, what? I'm bored. And you know, that's when Stannis, I don't understand the part where that's my problem. Leave me to my work. I'm out of skulls. I need the taste of brains. It's not fair that Muller gets to eat everything in the lake and I have to pick over the shit. You know, and like they're just like complaining. And there's like you hear like a smash of an urn, and you hear, by the black, I needed that. And you hear like the sigh and the stairs and the, you know, like the feet going up the stairs as Stannis is clearly going up to his sister. And this is the part where you guys are gonna have to hide, right?
Yep.
So like you guys are being deathly quiet, like, oh my god, as this large, for an ogre, even like cloaked, half his face is like scarred and burned, and like there's like a green like snake eye, you know, with like a single slit, like it's like that's what you see first coming out of it, like, and it's almost like autonomous, I guess is the word, like on its own from his normal eye, as he's like cups up there, he's got like a gnarled kind of staff. That's the, you know, the size of, you know, a branch from one of those large trees, right? Like something like that. Yeah, actually, I love the idea. It's a branch from the tree outside. He's using like as a walking stick.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Terrifying, but cool.
God,
no, I'm scared.
Black gods, you made me climb up here, and I'm now gonna have to beat the crap out of you because you would not just find something to occupy yourself. You know, and they're just like yelling at each other right now.
I think we've probably hidden in like the best place together, and like I grab hold of Tova. I was like, "That's the big one. We need to go downstairs."
That's the big one.
Yeah, we have a chance. He was down. Now we can go downstairs.
Yeah. Do we go now?
Go now. They're fighting. They're making
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. you shuffle as they're arguing and yelling at each other from the staircases. We see the two little hulking bodies of the small little skulking bodies of the humans like run like behind them and go like kind of scurrying down the stairs. Again, you're not even near like the rock level of like beneath the place, right? So there's still light here, but you can clearly see coming down here. There's a bunch of smashed urns, and you see that glittering sweet gold on the floor. You can see that there's like urns that have been kind of row and sort of like not sarcophaguses, would be almost like safety deposit boxes for bodies, like a morgue. Like I don't know what you call it, but
like burial alcoves.
Yeah, alcoves. That are like all kind of like sealed with kind of like the clay stuff. They've been kind of like most of them are broken, and there's just coins and like candle wax and old plants and things people would be buried with, like old maybe like a letter that's been all like tarnished and stuff, stuff people would put with and it's all like all sprawled all over here. There's that you basically have like a gauntlet path again to like the next set of the staircases. You can imagine the staircases alternate rather than it just being like a single round tower. It's like you go from one side, you have to cross the other, go down, the other side goes up, kind of thing. But yeah, so like you're looking at one of these like mausoleum like floors. So there's these black urns that haven't been broken. Some of them have been broken. There's who knows the number of coins on the ground if you wanted to take the time to pick them up here. Or you can keep going. And there's these some smashed open, some unsmashed open alcoves.
Is there any light down here? Probably not, right?
No, but again, you're not below the surface, so I'm giving you the benefit of that kind of dim light kind of thing. So,
all right, Casimir.
Any kind of like sense test, I'll probably give you at like probably a penalty, but like you're not like pitch black penalty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, Casimir. I'm whispering this. So, I think maybe one more floor down. Do you want to go to another floor?
Right. I think
I don't think this is the floor that have useful things to us.
Right. And yeah, we're after books. No books here.
There's no books here. Also, there don't look to be like. I'm gonna say this as we're walking. We're like walking across the floor, trying not to make any noise.
Yeah.
On the coins. And I'm like, I feel like a lot of abbeys might have a reliquary, maybe a place that there could be some sort of fancy things like
right. Maybe someone's buried with a sword.
Man, that would be cool, but I don't have but let's keep going.
Let's go.
I don't feel comfortable here.
Me neither.
I'm sad.
All right.
As we're walking, I'll just like stream of consciousness as well, talking and say like, you know what, as well, it might be good for us if he goes upstairs to beat that other ogre, maybe they get wounded.
That's the dream.
You hear
That's the dream.
There's a new sound as you're getting ready to go down to the next floor. There's a sound of like sand spilling down an hourglass, that trickling sound. It's a little bit darker down here than the other floors, but again, like I'm giving you enough to see. But there's almost like some kind, like the sand and the ashes, or it's the ashes of when in the urn that was broken, ostensibly, is beginning to swirl, which is not what ashes should do.
Do we keep moving? Do I point the crossbow at it? What are we thinking? I'm gonna point the crossbow at it. I'm pointing the crossbow at it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep backing up. You make sure I don't step on anything.
Sure. Now. Yeah. Like hand on your shoulder.
You like back up into the staircase. Like you're as far back as you can, and there's clearly something coalescing in these ashes. Not in the same way that the sister did, right?
Yeah.
This is the light of this place is almost getting sucked out of this room as this spirit is basically forming from being broken out of its containment.
Do you think that that's like an ogre slang thing? As we just keep walking down.
Yeah, it has the reverse sound of fire, like it's sucking in the air and life and light around this place to give this thing unlife. And it's clearly like I'll give it to you, like this is clearly like a wrathful spirit, right?
Right, yeah. I was just about to say, maybe you stop pointing the crossbow at it, or maybe we start running.
Oh, I got an idea. And I shoot the crossbow so it shatters an urn down here and makes a lot of sound. I want it to, like, if there are urns stacked on top of each other, them to fall. And the reason for doing this is I want the ogre to be like, "What's that?" and be like, and then the spirit
fights the spirit.
And fights the spirit. Yeah.
Let's keep going down after that happens. I'm just gonna shoot.
Yeah. Don't even wait to see the result. Just
no.
Yeah. Plink, crash, and you hear like the argument kind of stop. Like, wait a second, what was that? As like you guys just fucking just go right. Yeah. I'll let that work. That's very smart. As you guys just you rush. The floor below you is a similar floor, but obviously no cracked arm with the spirit. But again, it's getting darker as you're basically at the even level of the rock at this point, and you can clearly see that the next floor down has like a different, like almost a natural kind of cavern kind of look. Around it, you can see all of the etches of the saints and stuff of this abbey. Like it's much more. This is the old part of the abbey. The important part, you can strike up a torch if you need, like, probably be helpful. Right, it's getting too dark.
Need one by this point, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to have the torch? Because you have.
I will carry the torch because I have a free hand. So
torch is enough light for 2 people for sure.
Yeah. So I will light the torch.
Yeah.
And put it in my offhand.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
That would be a use on one of your matches, sir. You would mark a dot on your matches.
I will do that now.
That's the rule there. If you want to light something on fire, you just do it, but it costs a match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're doing really good, Eric. I'm really happy. I feels good to be playing this. This is really, like, I feel like,
yeah,
it's good.
Cool.
I'm really enjoying it. Thank you.
Hey, no, my pleasure. Okay. So we descend into the natural caverns part of the place. Down here, you can see like the smell of like the water and stuff of the lake is more prevalent. Everything here is more damp, despite the rest of the place being like raining and stuff like that. It just has a different kind of dampness, like algae and stuff on the rocks. Like kind of like it's not salt soaked obviously, but it's got that that's kind of like seaweed kind of stuff going like at the bottom of like the busts of like the statues of like the saints and stuff going around in here. You can clearly see that you were not the first people down here as you pass a desiccated body of like I mean I don't think we like clearly like another set of adventuring parties, maybe like a week old or so, were here. And these guys look like higher level than you. You know what I mean? Like they were like Baron's men kind of thing, right?
Do you wanna
see if there's a helmet or something?
Yeah. You wanna loot the body? I'm down to loot the body, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. This is how you get rich.
Yeah. Hey, these were put here for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Emerging out through the rocks comes the sister. Sister Marta.
Oh.
Hey, I say as I'm like patting down a corpse.
These were the last adventurers I've seen.
So, Sister Marta, what's with that whole wrathful spirit up there? Is it going to be fighting the ogres?
You hear like the clash, and it kind of like ends with it's lidded. We inter many spirits in this place. We're responsible for their rest.
Have you considered putting them in something more secure than a clay pot?
Yeah, that might be a smart move. Especially the wrathful ones.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you because you guys are stupid,
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I'll admit it. I saw the tree and I was like, hey, holy tree. That's good. Christmas tree almost. Nah, you don't know what that is. It's okay.
Stick to what you know, intruders. You may be quick on your feet and able to pass by these ogres when they are distracted, but you still need to kill them if you want that book.
I thought
we will be doing.
Spirit was going to help kill them. That was the dream.
Mhm.
Believe
We
me.
will be doing. We just need to be more prepared for this. We now have identified the one with that he's to be in charge, the one with the one eye, Stannis, I believe his name is.
No, no.
So hopefully, once he's done upstairs, he'll come back down here.
That's the dream.
She just kind of shakes your head and kind of like does that, touches the nose, like, you fools. You're so foolish. You're so foolish. You don't understand.
We don't give us some. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to give us
Those
help,
spirits.
go ahead.
His eye. There's something about that ogre. Those spirits don't. He can infuse them to himself, and it just drives him mad in his obsession for something here. I do not know. And whatever it is, they cannot possess.
Okay.
I've kept the relic. I've kept the relics safe, keeping for now. But until he is dead, there'll be no peace.
I'm still looting this body as I talk to her.
Yeah, that's totally fine. There's a helmet on him.
Cool.
There'd be food, matches.
Okay.
Oh,
Is there any-
I will replace my match.
Yeah.
Is there any light armor or heavy armor?
No.
Shield?
Nope. No shields, no armor. These guys are light, stealthy people.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
What's
I
that?
hope you don't mind if I take the helmet because
No, go
I'm
ahead,
more likely
go
to be
ahead, take
melee
it.
with them.
It doesn't do anything,
Yeah.
game rules wise, but it's,
But in universe, it stops my brain pan being split up.
it's true. It's true.
So I make a point of clearing out any excess adventure that's left inside the helmet.
Yeah. So, is it worth our time to be going down here, Marta, would you say? Or would you say this is just a waste?
Are you trying to lure that monster down here to kill?
Well, he was
Ah.
down here, so we were hoping to see what he was up to. And like I said, if he's been staying down here, he should be back after dealing with the Aurora. That way we can ambush him. You won't expect someone to be in his own room.
And we also thought maybe you said that you guarding the relics. We thought that maybe the relics were down here so we could get to them and then we could use them to kill the ogre.
No, see, the signs are wrong. The trees, no, something is wrong. It is one of these sorcerers. And she looks at you like gets real close, like will like grab your shirt, I think it would be to Tovar rather than Casimir. It's one of these sorcerers. You don't understand. The signs are wrong, Tovar. Like, you realize Marta's actually not fully there.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was gonna whisper that to Casimir, and then I was like, wait, she's in my face.
Yeah.
I can't do that. But like, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. The signs are wrong. Okay. We're going to help you clean out these ogres. We're gonna get rid of them. We're gonna make sure everything gets back to the way it was supposed to be. In the meantime, okay. Can you just give us a moment, Marta?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I mean, you can return to rock form if need be.
Yeah.
Maybe shout
Do
out
not
if
tarry.
somebody else-
Oh, we won't.
As
trust
she
us.
like
We are-
begins to fold away.
Yeah. No tarrying here. All right, Casimir. Once she's gone, I'm gonna be like, Casimir, I think this lady's crazy.
She's a nun.
I don't think that's related. I don't think.
Ah.
Okay, that's fair. I think the relics are probably going to be down here.
Makes sense.
I think that they are ogre slaying to some degree, in the sense that they will help us slay the ogres.
More so than what we've got.
I think, and I don't have evidence to suggest this, but I think maybe if that ogre is absorbing spirits, perhaps we could weaken it or scare it or stifle it with excessive holy symbols, maybe like a lot of holy symbols.
Maybe.
Although it did break into an abbey, which is a very holy place. So I don't know about that theory. I'm just trying to think.
Do you think its weird eye has anything to do with this?
100%, I would say. I would say 100, maybe 200%. I'd go as far as to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, that is how math works. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a mathematician. I can't read.
Yeah, and me neither. But
yeah.
do you think you could hit it in the eye?
A crossbow?
Yeah.
If we were hiding.
I think after exploring down here, I think that might be the plan.
So
you
I think
open
we
up with a crossbow bolt, I charge it, we hope for the best.
So I will say, so this crossbow is really good at aiming. So that's the benefit here, is that I get a out of character, I get a really big bonus to shoot a crossbow to hit, but it takes action to reload. I get a +3. So that is, I would be very good at like sniping it, but I'm only going to get like 1-2 shots max, right?
Right.
And after that, I would probably pull out my dagger, which is the equivalent to your one-handed weapon, and then we'd probably run it down.
Well, we're gonna need the torch to be able to see it
down here. But if we attack it up there, because he's only on the first layer right now, right? So maybe
but he may be coming down.
Yeah. No, he's like on the 3rd layer or so. Like he's on the layer with the spirit, and he's like sucking up the spirit right now, taking its power.
Yeah. So maybe. Ooh, no. Do you speak spirit?
Do I speak spirit?
Do you think that spirits speak common?
Fuck no.
I didn't think so. I have to ask them.
No, they speak the language of the dead. If you knew the spells to speak to them, then they can speak the language of their life. But no.
Disappointing.
The dead speak the language of the dead.
I do not speak spirit.
That's disappointing. I would have liked to have been able to talk to them and try to get them to be like, "Hey, the order's going to eat you.
Yeah.
Hang out with us."
I mean, we can try that anyway. Maybe they understand the language we speak.
You do know that like this isn't just like any old cemetery in these spirits. Like there's something weird about all of the spirits interred here. They're all like, you don't know a single family member. No Baron ever gets buried here. You know, no one gets buried here.
I thought it was weird when she said like,
"This is some old stuff."
Yeah, we see a lot of spirits there.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe these are all bad spirits,
and you
they're like guarding them.
You hear
this is a prison, not an abbey.
Maybe
I believe that. That's a good theory.
Yeah.
Do you think that if we let loose like a ton of bad spirits all at once, that they'll mess him up, or do you think it's like a vortex suck?
I take hold of Tovar's face in my hands and say, I've been keeping as optimistic as possible. Some might even say to the point of denial, but I think that is a really bad idea.
Okay. I was just spitballing here. I'm just spitballing.
No, I think it could be devastating, but then we still have to get out.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
I think our initial plan is solid. We keep exploring as quickly as possible, and then once we're sure there's either nothing here or we find something, that's when we start preparing an ambush.
I agree. Let's do it.
That's what we're doing, Eric.
Okay.
Just wave over to Marta, like, hey, we're going down.
Yeah. Okay. As you are going down, you're going to get to ostensibly like the reliquary library kind of portion down here. So rows and rows of books, and despite it being like damp in here, it's like magically kept, preserved. Your book might be here, might not be. You only know, again, there's, imagine rows of books chained, like old library kind of stuff, big old voluminous tomes. But the thing that you hear is the frantic splashing of water coming from like a nearby room, like the sound of a fish out of water. Or like a fish in shallow water, right?
Right. The ground is dry though when we come in.
Yeah, this is clearly like somewhere else in this like cave complex subterranean.
I'm just making sure you had it
like
nearby.
Yeah, but the way that there's your torch light's the only light in here. There's no candles or anything lit. Like obviously the ogre hasn't come in here with entrance. It's just been sucking up all the spirits upstairs. You're kind of like past that.
Yeah. Do you want to?
We should investigate the noise before we start exploring.
Yeah, we should investigate the noise, and then if you want, I can light my own torch and I can go down to the next level, and while you look through the books because I can't read them.
Good plan.
Yeah. So let's do the noise first, and then that's our follow up. Okay.
So you stop at the library. You have the chat. You're gonna turn around and follow this noise. It leads you into sort of like a alcove in the rocks that kind of leads into the lake, and you can see like someone has swam in here, frantically, like, and they've been like, like kind of like burdened with some like adventuring gear and stuff like that. It's one of the people who took a boat and tried to get over here. A survivor.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, fucking no survivors.
Gross.
Yeah.
Just blow him away.
This is actually
And
good
he's
for us.
pulling himself out of the water right now. Right. He's clearly like exhausted and injured, and like, and he's the only guy left. So obviously you know what happened to his friends, right? Without saying anything. He hasn't spotted you because obviously he's in full panic mode, right?
Does he look like he has good gear?
I mean, he looks like a level 1 CROWNS dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's like with the.
I think more to the point, is his gear better than
Oh yeah. Well, let me see. Each of you roll a 6 for me, d6,
Okay.
and let's see his background. Let's see which guy survived. A 2 and a 3. Thank you. He's a mercenary, so he has light armor.
Hey!
Yeah,
She's good news.
yeah.
I
He's a
think.
trained killer.
Okay, before
Mercenary, hand axe. Let's go with that.
While he's all over there freaking out, I'm gonna whisper to Casimir. Hey, Casimir.
Yes.
So are we gonna just and then take his stuff, or are we thinking maybe we have him help us ambush the guy?
I think we have him help us ambush. It increases all of our chances of survival.
I agree. Okay, cool, awesome. Do you want to do the talking? Because I'm not good at talking.
Sure. And I'll just start walking towards him, like holding up the torch, like, hello.
Yeah. And then I'm like behind him with the crossbow, like, whoa, but I'm not pointing it at the guy. I just have it.
Yeah. I mean, he immediately like grabs his axe and is like, he like can barely stand, right? But he looks at you, and he's
Right. It's fine. We're friends. We're stuck on the island too. My name is Casimir. This is my friend Tova.
That's me.
I introduce you as my friend, yeah.
he looks at it and like he knows that if he tries to fight you, he's gonna lose. Like just like he's a mercenary. He does the math. You know what I mean in his head.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's easy to say you're a friend when you're holding all the cards.
Agreed.
So
I'll make a point.
Do what you will. And he's prepared to die.
I make a point of like sheathing my sword.
He's like, like does like his sign and he's like ready. Because like basically if he was in his shoes, you would kill him and take his stuff. It's like exactly what he's thinking right now.
Yeah.
And so he's like, all right, well, that's the game. That's to him. That's because that's the mercenary. That's the mercenary life.
Yeah. What's your name?
Yes. Good question.
Don't insult me. Just get it over with.
No, you misunderstand our intentions. See, the three of us together stand a better chance of surviving than the two of us or the one of us.
It's very bad here.
He like opens his eyes because he thought he was going to die, kind of thing. And he realizes you want to team up with him.
Yeah.
This is my real face.
So we're good. How bad is it? Tactically, he's asking tactically, like again, mercenary, like what,
Yeah. I mean, like break it down, but like keep it like straight to the facts. Like 3 ogres, 1 potentially magical, eating spirits,
Yeah, eating vengeful spirits and gaining their power.
He's like, black gods. What the fuck
Those
did
are
I
the
sign up
ones.
for? I was supposed to
that's-
just. I was supposed to find a book.
Oh, say yeah, well, us too. But there's okay.
Look,
this is yeah. No,
here-
you tell him. You tell him.
Yeah, here is my offer. You team up with us. We find this book because we've also been sent for the book. We attempt to kill one of the ogres, who is the leader, on our way out. We share whatever reward we receive.
Why not just get the book and leave?
Oh, okay. Well, we don't know where the book is, one, and then two, the only way out, unless you want to go swimming again, is past the ogres, and then three.
Also, the nun may be upset if we just take the book.
Yeah, there's a nun. She's like everywhere, and she's like she can like turn into like stone.
She's
and
normally
whatnot.
part of the ground.
Yeah. She's like a stone nun.
You have to understand to this guy, you sound insane.
Yeah. Don't worry. Like honestly, if we wanted to, we could pull her up right now, and we could just call for her. She'd probably be here. But like,
She
trust
probably is
us.
here.
She
Marta.
doesn't show up just to prove a point.
Oh, okay. She'll be here soon. And by that I mean like she's always dropping in on us and like, you know, ruffling our feathers and whatnot. But she seems powerful enough to turn into, she has a magical ring, so she can like do all this kind of stuff. And we'd rather not make her angry. So we need to at least kill one ogre, you know, as a sign of good faith.
She did say
Also-
to us she thinks if we kill this one ogre, the other two will flee.
Yeah, because they're like chump ogres and he's the cool ogre. And then number 4 is, was your quest to take the book or just use the book? Because the last guy we met said he just wanted to use the book.
The last guy you met?
Yeah, he's bones now. He's dead. But
He thinks your story's not adding up, and he's making him more cagey.
it's fair. I wish we had Marta with us. Do we?
Yeah.
Like, again, yeah, and you're talking about a weird nun and killing these ogres, and he's like, I just,
Look, you don't have to believe us like about the extra detail, but do know we do all stand a better chance of surviving together.
Facts.
3 is better than 1.
Can
Okay.
you read?
Of course I can. Who the hell doesn't know how to read in this time and age? You know, and like a just different world. Yeah.
Whoa.
As he says
I
that,
don't like
just,
him anymore, Casimir.
I just turn around to Tova and just quietly say, "You have other skills. I bet he doesn't know how to make a table."
He doesn't. He doesn't know how to do that.
Exactly. Learning to read just brings problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's a burden.
Mhm.
Can't memorize things like I can.
Well, we did a number on the ogre out in the sea.
Oh, did you?
If perhaps we can just take that one out. Let's get this, find this bloody
No.
book and leave.
The magic ogre's the one that is apparently in charge.
He's also between us and the exit.
Yeah, unless you want to go swimming again.
Yeah, I'll take my chances swimming. Let's kill that big ogre and be done with it.
I agree. All right, let's keep looking through. We're gonna further explore this place.
I realized
Hold on.
I realized saying big ogre, he meant killing the weakened one that his friends
Yeah,
were
right.
attacking that he clearly ran away from. And right, and is like,
Whoa.
I'd rather deal with this problem than a new problem.
Don't you think that getting a book and dragging it through the ocean like a lake would probably ruin the book?
That's not my problem. I'm paid to
It is
recover
your
the
problem.
book, not the quality of it.
Okay, well, you, sir, you're a quirky fellow. Honestly, one second. Huddle time. Casimir.
I read my contract. Like he's
did.
like, why you read.
Hey, Casimir, do we really care about if he gets this book? We just need to use it once.
You have a point,
And I'm really good at memorizing things.
right?
And I bet you there's some quills and paper somewhere around here if you want to write it down like a weirdo. No offense.
Right. None taken. And yeah, as far as I'm concerned, if we get the information with Golden, like
Yeah.
he can have it as far as I'm concerned. In fact, it actually works out better for us if he does get it. He then drags it through the water with the only ones with the information.
I'm down. Yeah. Okay. So just 100% certainty. We are cool with him taking the book and do whatever he wants with it as long as
Sure.
we get the information we need. Cool. All right, let's turn back towards him. We're totally down with you keeping the book. We just need to ask it a question.
He's doing the thing of like,
It's a
these
magic
people
book.
are insane, but beggars can't be choosers right now, I guess. At least they're not, the normal thing would be to kill me and take my stuff. Instead, I'm surrounded by these crazy people, and now I'm gonna have to kind of be cool with them, so they don't kill it, like, because they're just super weird. It's like he's just trying to play it. It's like, sure, dude, sure.
I like your armor, by the way. Just the dead stare.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go look for the book.
Don't get any ideas.
I don't.
Sorry, what was your name? You never did say.
Yeah, you never told us your name.
You're right.
What do you want us to call you?
Mercenary?
Sure.
Cool. We're gonna go look for the book. Do you want to like take 5 to recover from
Yeah,
your
you
swim?
can recuperate if you need.
Although be aware the swimming ogre may come up through this same place you did.
Yeah.
It's true. Oh, also, if you hear a lot of sounds upstairs, that is the giant ogre. Probably hide. And I mean, that's don't break any urns if you see any urns. Do not break them.
They're filled
Got it.
with spirits.
Yeah, they are filled with angry ghosts.
Yeah, I was warned as much.
Well, who was your patron?
A patron's smart enough to hire a mercenary who won't give up who their patron is.
We didn't say who our patron was. Did we say who
No,
our
no,
patron?
No, you're asking me
no.
to. I'm giving you the professional courtesy of not asking you. Look, we're pawns.
I tell
What
you
we
if
do.
you wanted to know.
Well, we've done jobs together.
No, I don't want to
before.
know. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna go look for them.
We.
Yeah, okay. So it's very.
That's not my lot in life.
He's uncordial. This guy.
No, he's being very cordial.
Yeah,
He's
I
being
know.
professionally cordial. He's like, listen, we fight and die for fucking rich people, and they don't care about us, and so I don't feel like getting above my station. He knows where he.
Lack of optimism. Guys in there, lack of optimism. He'll never be truly great like us.
It's why he's an NPC.
Yep. All right. Let's I'm gonna light a torch and I'll have my dagger and my torch out, and
You short
my
resting?
crossbow will be in my backpack.
It sounded
Say
like
again?
you were short resting. Like Leo was suggesting you wanted short rest for a bit.
I think it was
Actually,
just
that-
him.
Actually, that's actually not a bad idea because we're still frightened, right?
Yeah, we could probably short rest. Oh yeah, we could take a break with this guy.
Yeah.
Get to
You're
know him more.
You're currently like 3 out of 6 for the hour. In terms of like the rate of time it's been passing, so you can just spend 10 minutes resting.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take a short rest and then we'll start looking for the book /
Oops.
relics.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
take time with that rest to like try to get to know him.
Yeah, we can just assume that this was the rest of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
In that case, I'm gonna go look for the book.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and give me a quick little I guess senses check. You got light source. That's not the problem. Remember the color of the book and stuff like that. Just a question of do you find it in time? So.
Can the mercenary help him at all?
No. I think this place is a little too small. I think it's kind of too many cooks. Like basically only one person kind of go through the books at a time to find this place is too small to
that
get
is-
all
He can
you all
always-
active on.
He can always stand on watch then for
Yeah.
the ogres.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're using the dungeoneering rules, but it's always good to have someone on watch because that means they're the only person with their weapon in their hand if bad stuff happens.
Okay, so
Okay.
D20, I need 9 or below.
Hey,
You're combing like the books, and there's a thin book like wedged between these ones that's ochre colored, and like you immediately get drawn to it, and you can see there's like a shape of a scorpion on it,
what's
and
the
you
title?
pull it out. You pull it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the title?
Yeah,
The Ochre Tome of the Withered Zunlit.
that's the one.
This is the one.
Yeah, Sister Marta would be so proud.
I don't know if she will be proud, but our patron will be.
That's even more important. No offense,
Exactly.
Sister Marta, if you're around.
Do you want to search for relics before we ask it a question?
Yeah, I'll head downstairs. While he's I'll head downstairs and I'll light a torch. I'll have my dagger and my torch.
Okay. And Casimir, are you going to want to ask it the question?
I can do. I was going to wait until we're back together. So if
Okay.
anything horrible happened, I'm not.
Fair enough. Okay. Let me see what's going on upstairs. Okay, you're doing okay. Currently I guess currently you're hearing like this ogre above you, like continuing to hunt and rummage around these dead sorcerer body things of these spirits, and like you just hear like them just getting like slurped up by this guy.
So we're gonna get worse for us, huh? What do I find on the next floor?
Sure. All right. So at the bottom floor, the basement level of this place, you find that there are these several sealed doors. Like each of them are etched with almost like the signs of the cross, like the 12 things for just for this kind of like saint system. And you can see that like there's little like porthole things like in the windows, and as you like look inside, you can see that each of them's like a prayer chamber with like an altar with like a relic in it. Right. So it's basically like will be a place that you keep sacraments. A sacramental? I don't know. But like the idea here is that this place has been untouched, full of rich church shit that's esoteric. This is the reliquary, basically.
Nice. Okay, and these are all locked, right?
Yes. And you bet you anything the Sister Marta has the keys.
Sister Marta, we found this reliquary. I just say to the room. I found. Is there? Hello?
No answer.
I didn't bring any
You
lock
know,
picks.
do you think she's watching you?
I can't pick a lock. I could break a lock. There is rules
could break
for
it.
trying
Yeah.
to break the lock.
You have a crowbar.
You have a crowbar,
I
yeah.
have a crowbar.
But will the sister be approved?
But do you
No.
think? Yeah.
How about this?
You know the answer to the question.
I know the answer. I'm going to, with this information, go back up to Casimir and the mercenary.
Okay.
Hey guys, I found where all the cool relics are.
I found the book.
Hey, what did you find, mercenary?
No ogre.
Hey.
Lack of finding something. This has been success all the way around. Anyway, all the relics
We're a
are
good
locked.
team. 3 of us together.
I think, dude, mercenary, are you in for this after? You want to join up?
Let's get off the island first.
I accept that answer.
Yeah, good. He's practical. I like that.
Yeah, he's good. Do you? So I found all the relics, but they're trapped behind locked doors, and I don't have a key. But I have a crowbar. However, I am fearing that there might be people. I don't know how to do pig Latin, but that version for Sister Marta.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't. I just want to have some friends nearby in case things go wrong.
Do we want to try asking her first?
I tried. She didn't answer.
Let's not overcomplicate this. We got the book. Let's get out.
I agree.
Very smart.
Is there any gold down there?
There's gold up top, but that's where all the ogres are. There's a lot of gold.
And perhaps our lives will be the only thing that's worth here. Let's go.
Well, the relics are probably worth a lot of money.
It's...
A lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them may even be.
He's doing the.
Some of them may even be magical.
I am broke.
The other concern is, other than upsetting the sister, is will breaking open one of those doors bring the ogre down?
No, we're like 3 floors down, right?
Yeah, but it's also pretty loud. And what else is the ogre doing other than sucking up souls. Like they don't really know that other people are down here. There's a risk, is what I would say. I'll give it a 2/3 chance on a 5 or a 6. It would, you know.
Are there doors going up there, or is it just all open?
No, it's open, and you're underground, so like everything's pretty damn loud, you know.
Damn, I was gonna see if I could nail a door shut or something with my hammer and nails.
Yeah, it would have been if only there were doors.
If only there were doors. I am a carpenter. I do love doors, so it's disappointing that there are none.
You are a carpenter. Can you not take off the hinges?
Oh.
Yeah, you could.
Like I look at my carpenter hands. Oh.
Because these are like medieval hinges, like big and like it's a nail
I have
through
a
it.
dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet I could. And I look over at the mercenary and I'm like, are you down if I take the hinges off? It would make a lot less noise. Now are you in to get all this money?
Let's do one and then just
Keep right,
one.
let's
Just
not
one
keep
and let's go.
We'll see how easy it is.
God, I'm so
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, I need to get money. Yeah, okay. He
Okay.
hates himself that he's doing this, but
We're saving the relic from the ogres. God will
ogres
forgive
are
you.
gonna take these relics. What are they?
he's gonna look
what are
at
they
you.
gonna do?
Yeah.
They're gonna take these relics. They're gonna like I don't know, eat them.
Eat them?
They're gonna,
Yeah,
kiss them.
exactly.
I don't want to. What do the ogres
Alright.
do? They're weird. Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
But you do need to hurry.
Yeah. No. Let's.
Oh
let's
wait,
go.
do we want to read the book before
Oh
we
yeah,
go through
yeah,
that?
yeah. Can I see the book really quick?
I present you with the book.
Sanskrit.
Do you open the page? Like, do you open it?
I opened
Yeah.
the book for him. I presented
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
him.
I don't know how books work.
True. There is an immediate feeling of your hand getting pressed to the page. Like it's a blank book, but you say the name, and then all of a sudden you feel like your hand going like whoosh, you're like sucked. It wants to go into the book when you say it. What do you do?
Oh,
Do you let your hand touch the book, or
Casimir,
are you gonna try to fight it?
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna fight it.
Our
Okay.
patron wouldn't do this to us if
Yeah.
it wasn't a good thing.
She's nice. She rebels.
There's your hand gets pressed into the book. There's a searing pain that goes up your arm as your arm gets scarred, like like the lightning scar
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Like it looks like that to your arm of words and stuff that go around, and it says traitor, 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 traitor in like 7 different languages. If only you could read.
Yeah.
I,
I'm
however,
like,
can
it's
read.
fucking ancient runes.
Yeah, and it says traitor in a bunch of languages. And then your hand gets off the book, and the book closes immediately, and it smells like burnt skin.
But I can read
Your arm is permanently tattooed with traitor on it all over.
Well, I've always wanted to get inked.
Now you know the purpose of this book. This book, if you give it names, will tell you if they're a traitor or not. I don't know how this book knows or how it's a judge, but it is. That's not your problem.
Well, Leo, it seems like I can both remember this and we have it written down.
Yeah, I mean the mercenary says like, why are you covered in? That says traitor.
Yeah.
That says
Yeah,
traitor in Ferric. That says traitor in
Why do you
Bankish.
know so
That
many
says
Oh, you speak
traitor
multiple
in
languages.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
mercenary.
Yeah, I know.
Again, I don't know. He just looks at you. He's like, do you expect mercenaries to be stupid?
No,
I
it's just
it's
that
in-
we
it's impressive.
don't speak multiple languages.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Casimir, I want you to hold on to this book. Mr.
I hold
Mercenary,
on to this book.
As soon as we get back to land, dry land that is not this island, we will give you this book. We have no purpose of this book after this point, but we need to make sure that you're going to stay with us until we get back to dry land. Is that okay?
Consider it
I mean,
payment.
Are you sure? Like whatever. Like let's get the fuck out. Just give me the. It's like,
Okay, good. All right, let's go get
does
the
he?
relics.
Are you lying to him?
No,
I'm
Yeah,
being
like I
sincere.
didn't think you were. So like that's
Yeah.
why the guy's like, yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm
Like,
okay. I was just.
so-
I think he
I'm a
probably
humble
thinks that
guy.
we're
We'll
probably
just do the
a-
relic thing and then we can go.
Yeah, we're nice people. Anyway, let's
Yeah.
go. Okay, we
He
go. down
probably
there.
thinks we're a pair of amateurs
Well,
anyway.
he thought
so-
you're gonna fucking kill him. Like you would have killed him already. Not to
We're not
sorry
gonna kill
for my
you.
French.
We're just
Yeah.
we just want to make sure that he knows that he's going to get the book.
Seems like it. Yeah. So far, it's like you would have killed him already. So like,
I was born under the sign of
at
the
this
swine,
point, why
sir.
would you not give him the book? Like, it just seems weird. Yeah.
I agree. All right, cool. Let's go downstairs, and I'm gonna with my old dagger.
Whittle, census check, right? To probably
Senses
dexterity or no, it's coordination, right? It's coordination.
Coordination. Do I get any bonuses for being a carpenter?
Yeah, actually, let's give yourself a +2 to it.
Yeah,
Probably doing like advantage, but I think +2 is fine.
I don't think there is an advantage. That's only for combat. You have to pair it enhanced.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Clink, clink, clink. Door gently comes off the hinges. Is that the first time you've done that? Says the mercenary.
I did screw up a door once, and I had to do it then. But no.
Nice. He helps you lift it off and moves it to the side. Inside of the tomb. Oh God! Inside the tomb, there's rows of like incense burner, like that have all been long extinguished, but like they're like silver. You know, they're nice. Leading to what looks to be like a sheathed dagger.
I'm gonna look at Casimir. I did the book thing. Do you want to?
Sure, I can do that. I mean, you're the dagger guy. But I'll grab it.
Well,
I'll take the
I
risk.
was just saying because I got look at this. My arm's all like messed up. Like
You've got a story to tell. Women will love that.
Hey, maybe you're gonna get a story to tell. Anyway,
maybe.
Mr. Mercenary, if you see pudding on the ground, let us know.
I don't wait for any reply to that. I just grab the dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you immediately go grab the dagger. It's not a dagger. It's actually a finger encased in the sheath.
Oh, okay.
But like it has like a fancy handle, but rather than a blade, it's like a pointer finger of like bones.
Can you take the sheath too?
Sure.
Yeah. It's a little item.
I think, though, I've not got an ink from this, but if you want to keep hold of this, because if we fight that ogre, once you're done with your crossbow, maybe this holy relic will be more use than your dagger.
That sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm down.
The mercenary is just basically stuffing his pockets full of all of the old silvered incense burners.
Go ahead, man. Take them. All right. This was pretty quick and easy. Let's go for another one. You guys down? How many are down here?
6.
6? All right. Let's start popping hinges, shall we, boys?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right.
I'll keep watch because apparently the mercenary was helping you take the door off. So
yeah, what the heck?
Okay.
I'll just start. I'll grab the rest of the stuff. All right, let's see.
4 out of 6, yeah. Good.
12. I got that one wrong. That one's like rusted or something.
Yeah. All right. I think also that's the part where Sister Marta like comes back from whatever she was doing and sees that you've been defiling the tomb.
No, saving the relics.
Yeah, we're saving the relics. They're gonna get eaten by ogres.
Dang. The floor's turning to pudding.
Get your weapon ready. Don't swing, but get your weapon ready.
She's friendly.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think she was last time we checked. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow. I'm gonna drop whatever I was holding and pull out my crossbow.
Okay. All right, we have to wrap up soon too. So
That's
this will be the
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like you pull out the crossbow and are you gonna aim it at Marta?
No, I'm just gonna have it ready.
Okay.
Because I don't want her. I don't want to antagonize her.
Yeah.
We did just rob her.
Not anymore, and than we have already.
Yeah.
I was foolish to put my trust in you.
Yes. You
No.
were.
Yeah. And she's mad at herself and disappointed in you and Why would you be so foolish? Why would you take from this? From me? From the sisters?
We're keeping the relics safe because the ogres, we can't kill those ogres.
Keeping them safe. Your heart is naked and bare to me. I see your intentions. And she is angry.
That's fair. She got us, Casimir.
Yeah. We recognize your anger, and it is valid. We do need every edge we can get against the ogre, though. Hey, if we're happy to return the stuff once we're done with the ogre.
You just validated her anger. For robbing her church.
Look, there's no use lying to her.
No, you're right. I just find that hilarious. Like, you're right. And I validate that because it's true.
Well, I mean, yeah. Okay. Who's closest to her?
Well, I assume Tovar and the mercenary were at the door working on it, and I was keeping watch. So it depends who she's appeared closest to.
I'm gonna roll a D3. Mercenary is 1. Tovar is 2. Casimir is 3. Not exactly sure. Okay, Tovar.
Hi.
Angry hand of Abyss is going to go around your neck. Let's initiative. Right.
Cool. Yeah. So initiative is just a coordination roll,
Yep.
and then if you succeed, that means you go before.
You act before. Yep. So
Yeah.
exactly.
6. Oh, dude, this has been an awesome adventure. Like, even though it hasn't been a lot of combat, like, I'm actually super down for this because I felt like there was the possibility of combat the whole time, and
Yeah,
that's what
for sure.
made me excited.
Yeah.
Cool.
I am surprised by this.
Okay.
Whoa.
So that does look like Reese, you pass. Right.
Okay. What about the mercenary?
I did not roll for the mercenary. No. Definitely not.
All right. I am as she goes for me, I guess I'm gonna fire off this crossbow in her stomach.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So she's like trying to choke me, and I'm like,
Yeah, like close range.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right, let's
Defense
see how this goes.
2.
So
Yeah.
I have a +3 on this because it's a crossbow. So crossbows get a +3 to hit, but they have that turn reload. So I have a 13. Let's see how this goes. Oh no!
Ricochets off her stone stuff.
Yeah, I'm like,
Plink.
yeah. She's like getting me, and I fire it. And it's like totally off. Yeah. I'm gone.
Her intention is to crush your throat.
I'm aware.
She is, which is what she's going to begin to do. She grabs you just with her hand and just is trying to choke you out. So I think that's going to be what? Does she test for strength as a monster, or does she just?
So as a monster,
or do you resist?
She would have a morale, so whatever that is. So for example,
yeah,
like a badass monster is a 15. Okay,
right. So I just roll her morale to see if it works.
Morale is everything. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yep.
Clunch begins to choke you out. D6.
And then I would roll senses to try to defend. That's how that works. So
got it.
They roll to hit, you roll to defend. You roll to hit them, they roll to defend. Right, and then I got a perfect, so I defended.
Okay.
So I'm like fighting her back because she's trying to choke me. I'm like,
no. So I think
no.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm pressing the crossbow into her
that just
face.
means to take half damage.
Yeah,
I think damage just half.
I think the answer is then you're clearly like using the crossbow to like hold her off.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like holding her back. Like
Yeah. Okay, so roll a d6 and you half it. So you take 1, 2.
Okay,
Round.
cool.
Oh, you round up. Yeah.
I mean, I do. You can
Let's round up. No, let's round up. I prefer rounding up too. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
But I was just trying to being generous. Okay.
No, you do.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. All right. So that hurt. Ow. Help me.
The mercenary's like, the book. Let's go. Like, basically saying, fuck Torvar. Let's go, man.
No, the Tovar.
I'm done. I give up.
Black gods. The abyss
So
is
is
real. You know,
I
like,
told
like
you there was a nun.
Yeah.
Is the mercenary doing anything?
No, I think you're gonna beat him. The mercenary wants you to take the book and just leave. Like fuck Torvar.
Yeah,
let's
I know,
go.
I get that, but I know I'm going to at least make the attempt to save Tovar. We've been through so much.
Stab her in the back.
Yeah, I run over and attempt to stab her in the back with my short sword.
Yeah. Go ahead and try.
What is this? A coordination?
Yeah. Melee coordination, and then they get to roll their stuff for defense.
Yeah.
It's a fail.
That don't work. Yeah.
She just like stops you with her other hand, just like immediately. And the mercenary.
Oh, no, help!
Yeah. And
so whenever you're doing an attack, I forgot this on my turn. It's totally
Yeah.
fine. I don't care. You also get to take a secondary action.
Oh,
so
that's
that
right.
is something. Yeah. So
You get
that's
two
what's special. You get
minors.
a utility action.
yeah.
Yeah. So your utility action would be like you can expose, hinder, push, tackle, taunt. So you can like do something to like add to the fight besides just swinging your sword.
Okay.
And these have to be done after your attack.
Okay.
So you can
Then
yeah.
I guess
I put I have a handout of that actually, utility actions and damage. But again, it's from the older version.
I
Sorry.
think that that's
Probably the same.
accurate. Yeah, yeah.
So rather than rewind time too much, it's just your turn, Leo. So you failed to do the attack, but you have these two actions. You can try to expose them or hinder them, or maybe push or
Yeah. One of the things
Or
I had in
taunt
one of the
them.
games that worked.
I
really
guess
well.
I would expose because it makes sense narratively. I've just charged her attempting to stab her. She's distracted.
yeah. Okay. So that's a sense save.
Yep.
And do I roll this?
Yes, you
Yeah.
would be rolling your senses. Oh, success.
There you go.
He's exposed.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Shing, focus. Laser like focus right on your face. You're gonna suffer the full ire of her next turn. The mercenary is going to try to take their action of going through your pack and trying to get the book.
No. Hit her with your axe.
Yes. Okay.
They can be commanded to fight, or persuaded, basically, like a morale kind of thing of themselves. But dude, they didn't let their other friends survive. What do you think they're gonna care about you? Let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Oh gosh.
Let's be honest. They kind of have a track record.
Mercenary.
We could be like, he's stealing the book. Just
That-
rat him out.
no, that's not gonna work for her. But you can try to convince.
All right, I will attempt to convince the mercenary. Just say, no, get her. No witnesses.
She'll hunt you down. She's crazy.
Yeah, I'll permit that. So like we're still in combat though, so it's actually going to be Tovar's turn first.
Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna use my.
Or do we
utility
re-roll
action.
every turn? You
No,
roll
no, it's just it sticks.
Okay.
Okay, and then yeah, I guess I'll use my utility action after my combat to try to convince him to not rummage. I'm going to I'm just gonna drop my crossbow because it's useless to me at this point. And I'm gonna try to club her with one of my torches, which would be an improvised weapon.
Yep, that makes sense.
All right. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. Improvised weapon is a D6 damage, but it can't be thrown or anything like that. So let's just do that.
Yep. Just give me the roll.
Yeah. Coordination. 10.
Nice.
Missed.
Oh yeah, I was looking at senses. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. No, I missed. And then I'm gonna try to convince him. Just kill her. Just wait, dude. All right, and I failed that as well.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's gonna keep choking.
How do we want to do the defense of you not having like he's just gonna rummage through your book while she's like trying to focus on you, Casimir? You know what I mean? Like she kind of has both of you like together right now, like gripped like in her claws.
I had this weird idea that like essentially we're forming a chain with this nun. She's tackling two of us.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with two of them. So I don't know. I guess we could roll something that maybe I would be at minus.
Because it's like you're not. It's like the book's not in your hands. Like it's like in your pack.
Right.
So
yeah.
and he's just gonna basically just go into your pack and just take it from you as his action.
Mhm.
But I like the idea that you're trying to resist it. So I think that probably would be coordination.
Coordination.
Sure.
Sure.
And it's basically like a saving throw. Like, can you just rather than doing an
Right.
attack with? Because otherwise he would succeed. It's like, can you just prevent him from doing it?
Okay. Here we go. Well, 1.0.
Oh,
I
God.
hate to see it. Nope. It's too good. He takes the book.
Oh.
He takes the book and he's gonna start heading out to the
That
water.
ogre's gonna
He's
You're
not-
kind of being a dick right now, dude.
I thought we had something.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's just stab the hell out of
Let's
this
deal with her.
lady.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
And
I
then
think
we
yeah,
can get out of here.
it will be her turn then. No, I'm going out of turn.
No,
It's Casimir.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. I attempt to stab the woman again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Take that.
And then she defends with her morale. See if she can half the damage.
Halves the damage.
Cool. So you deal
Survey
D6
says.
damage.
So damage is what, 1d6?
D6. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
one.
actually, the next attack made against her was enhanced, so it should be a D12 because she was.
Oh, true. That's true.
Should be a D12.
You did that.
I will re-roll that.
Oh my gosh!
It's halved.
Tabs.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
That's 6
Um,
damage.
Rounding
That's
up is
good.
6 damage. That is not enough to kill them, but that is enough to brutally like hurt them.
Yeah.
It's almost. We're probably getting close to punching through a resolve soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Tova! Finish it!
She's gonna have to choke me. It's her turn.
Oh, God.
I mean, she's going to have to go. I mean, she's going to bring it back to you. The thing is, though, I think she's going to need to do something here. Nah, she's hurt too much, man. Nah, she's too crazy, and you hurt her too much. She's going to fight.
Sometimes it's like-
Well, actually, let's say on a 5 or 6.
You can make a
she's
morale
not-
check.
Yeah, it's like, do I just test the morale?
Yeah,
Roll under
would
it?
just be test morale.
But
That
the
would be
question
a
is,
call.
I don't. Yeah, if she passes the morale, she stays. Is what I'll say then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here you go. 60% chance of her killing you, basically. And instead, she's going to you hurt her real bad, like dagger stabbed into the side of her, and she's like, ah! And she like immediately like the ring like starts up, and she like is going to like sink back into the rocks.
Do you want to try to chop her fingy off?
I was wondering about that. But you're next.
I have a blunt instrument. I can club her.
I mean, you might kill her if you hit her before she disappears.
I mean, I have no reason not to. I'm going to try to club her over the head while she's turning into pudding.
Yeah. Try.
Yeah. All right, let's go for it. Coordination 9? No. I'm at least going to try to, as my utility action, I'm going to try to tackle her or do something to try to wrestle the ring off her finger, basically.
Okay.
And that would be a tackle. Would you say tackle?
Yeah, I think tackle sounds right.
Okay, vitality. No, critical failure.
No.
Absolute fail. Ah, just like fumble
Yeah.
off to the side. Cool.
I guess I will attempt to chop off her hand.
You can try.
Okay, need it. Nope.
Then there's no like supporting action. She's gonna get away basically, regardless of the supporting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
think of anything that would.
So you gained 2 enemies as we have to wrap up right now.
That's totally fine with me. That's
so-
good. But I mean, we can go back to just prying up open all the relics. I mean, the ogre didn't hear anything.
Well, we don't know.
We don't.
The
Yeah,
most
we
we
don't
probably
know,
went
and
to-
I do have to wrap up. So
Oh,
it's
you're
like
totally fine.
so it's a
man.
question. Yeah. So unfortunately, we will not know the outcome of that story, but
Yeah.
and whether or not the mercenary gets away, but you have gotten enemies, for sure. This was really fun.
I loved it, Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
I've had a great time with this.
I love running dungeons. This is just good stuff, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, this has been Crowns. Crowns is amazing. I love Crowns.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed this game.
It's
It's just a good game.
yeah.
Thanks, guys. If y'all are interested, I'll tell you guys that later. Never mind. But
Okay.
yeah, no. For sure. I'm not gonna like promote. That's not.
I shared it in chat and
thank
stuff
you.
for things, but
No, go
Yeah.
ahead. You should.
yeah, chill.
Well, if you guys want, soon there's going to be in the Discord, in my Discord. I was inspired by you, Eric. I was thinking about doing a West Marches game ran by me in the Crowns, in like a using Crowns, and it would be in a little custom world. I think that would be fun. That's probably going to be happening in the Discord soon, just to keep it alive.
Yeah, do it.
Thank you guys so much. This is really fun.
Yeah, thank you all. And so I gotta rush out of here. So but thank you all so much, and thanks for hanging out, chat, and streaming with us today, showing off Crowns. So,
Absolutely.
all right,
Thank
we're
you
out of
so
here.
much.
Yeah,
Peace.
thanks.